If you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now and make sure you click that bell so you'll be the first to know about any new Dragon Ball Z discussion what if I make. On year 737, a Saiyan baby was just born on a planet called Planet Vegeta, where his power level was only at 5. This baby's name was Kakarot, but unlike any other Saiyans, his power level was at 5 and therefore he was considered to be a very low class level Saiyan. His father, Bardock, knew about his son and that his power level was so low and he didn't want anyone else to keep laughing at Goku, so he decided to go and take Goku to his home and keep him in a nursing capsule until he is ready to come out. One day, Frieza has arrived to the planet since he wanted to destroy it, and with that, Bardock had a gut feeling that Frieza's gonna do something to the planet, so he decided to go and take Goku and place him in a space spot, and he set a course for him to go to a planet called Planet Earth. Bardock managed to get Goku out of there just a nick of time as it was coming in very close, and from there, once when Goku left the planet, the entire planet got exploded due to the fact that Frieza went and he destroyed the planet. Once when the planet exploded, it created a huge shockwave, and due to that shockwave, Goku's spacepod has changed course as it kept going for days and days, and while that was happening, it ended up going to a remote planet. In that planet, the evil wizard named Babidi was there as he was getting some experiment done, but then he saw a spacebot has crash landed right next to him as he had no idea what it is, and from there he said, "Huh? Who the hell is this? And did it come from my Majin Buu?" With that, Babidi went to check out the spacebot as he saw a baby boy was sitting there and he didn't know what to do or where to go. Babidi didn't like the fact that Goku was there and he thought about killing him, but before he didn't realize that he is trying very hard to resurrect Majin Buu to come out of his shell. So instead of doing that, why doesn't he just go and use the exact same experiment that he did on Majin Buu towards Goku and turn him into a Majin being like Majin Buu? And therefore, once when he does, he can be on his side and make him do anything he wants. With that idea, Babidi liked it, and therefore he decided to go and remake Goku into a Majin, as he was very focused on turning Goku into something that no one has ever seen before. After experimenting on him, he was making Goku into a Majin. While that was happening, far in the galaxy inside the sacred world of the Kai, Supreme Kai was watching his crystal ball as he located where Babidi was, and he saw that Babidi was using his magic towards someone, turning him into a Majin, and therefore he couldn't let that happen as he instantly went and Kai right next to where the remote planet was. Once when he got there, he then saw that Babidi managed to use most of his magic on Goku as he was drained, and from there he was about to move on to the next part, which is giving him the Majin logo and doing the final stage on Goku. But before he can do that, Supreme Kai has arrived and said, "So this is where you've been hiding this whole time, Babidi. You're done. I'm not gonna let you resurrect Majin Buu." "Ah! If it isn't that so annoying Supreme Kai!" With that, Supreme Kai went and he struck Babidi away as he took Goku, and from there he finally located where Majin Buu was and said, "I finally found where Majin Buu is too. I'm gonna take this and Majin Buu away, that way you cannot resurrect him." "You won't ever get your hand on Majin Buu! Now give me back that boy, he's mine!" "You wish!" As Supreme Kai went and he Kai Goku right back to his world. Once when he put Goku there safely, he then Kai right back to where that planet was, but he saw that Babidi managed to escape as he decided to go and look for Babidi, but he saw that it was pointless due to the fact that he was tracing Babidi his whole life, but he failed to do so, and now Babidi managed to get out of his hand yet again. Supreme Kai then came right back to his home planet as he saw that Goku was knocked out, and from there he saw the history on Goku and how he was supposed to be sent to a planet called Planet Earth and that he is a Saiyan. With that, Supreme Kai decided to go and take Goku as he Kai to Planet Earth, and from there he put Goku right where he saw that Grandpa Gohan's walking, and he looked towards Goku and said, "Good luck, little fella. We might see each other very soon. Take care." Supreme Kai has Kai right back to his world. Once when he did, Goku was left in an island as he saw an old man was trying to cross by doing some research, and before anything, he saw Goku as he looked towards Goku, and from there, he decided to go and take Goku and raise him to be his own, as this man was no one other than Grandpa Gohan. With that, he got the name Goku, as Grandpa Gohan raised him to be his own, and now 10 years has passed since Goku was sent to Earth. Within those 10 years, Goku was a very harsh kid, especially the fact that his body was getting adjusted to some changes that Babidi did to him due to the fact that he does have Majin power. Goku then met with some accident as he ended up hurting his head, and from there, he ended up losing some memory, which made him a very calm person. And growing up, he learned the martial arts way. Goku had his tail removed by Gohan, as he also made Goku meet with Master Roshi, who is his master and his best friend, and from there Roshi decided to go and teach Goku some technique that he knows of his own. Goku is now a 10-year-old boy, and from there he suggested to go and train with Master Roshi, as Goku decided to go and make his way towards Roshi's island, and while he was flying there, Goku ran into some army, which is known as the Red Ribbon Army. Upon countering the Red Ribbon Army, he then saw that they were trying to go and hurt people, as Goku didn't like that, so he went and one-shot them down. As the other army went and they began throwing a lot of bullets towards Goku, and each time the bullet touched Goku, it would bounce off from his body and hit the Red Ribbon Army automatically. They also noticed that Goku had no wound, as he would automatically regenerate everything. With that, they were shocked to see how someone can be defeated by that, as they can regenerate easily. Goku then went and powered up a Kamehameha wave and aimed it towards the entire army, as he managed to go and get the Red Ribbon Army disbanded just at age 10. Goku then made his way towards Roshi's island, and once when he got there, Master Roshi learned that Goku has disabled the Red Ribbon Army, and he couldn't believe that Goku was that strong. Roshi also realized that Goku isn't no ordinary boy. Roshi then began to train Goku and take him to the next level, as he helped him to get a lot stronger, and therefore he made him learn more about the martial arts way. And while training with Goku, Roshi noticed that Goku was a very special kid, since each time he would take damage, he would instantly heal himself and get a Zenkai boost. And not just that, but he was able to also heal and restore other people's power. Roshi did get hurt a couple of times during the sparring match, but Goku would go and heal him instantly, as Roshi wanted to go and take Goku to the World Martial Arts Tournament to see how Goku does. With that, Goku had met with a new friend named Krillin, as he was also another student of Master Roshi, and from there they went and attended the World Martial Arts Tournament, where they saw all the fighters were there along with Roshi, and even the arrival of Roshi, which is the Crane Hermit. Once when they entered the tournament, Goku easily went and bodied his way until he fought with a fighter named Tien Shenhan. Tien decided to go and show Goku his power, as he went and started to attack Goku easily, giving everything he got to the battle, but he noticed that Goku was only toying with him. Goku easily went and dodged his attack, and from there he said, "What the hell kind of kid are you? How are you able to dodge this attack?" "I'm here to win the tournament. I'm gonna do everything I can to win it." "Oh yeah? Well then let's see you dodge this." Tien went up, as he went and powered up a Tri-Beam attack to aim it towards Goku. Knowing that the Tri-Beam attack is very powerful, that if it hits anyone, especially a 10-year-old boy, it can kill him. Once when Tien went and aimed his Tri-Beam towards Goku, Goku got hit by it as he fell to the ground, but from there he saw that Goku instantly recovered as he got a Zenkai boost, and from there Goku went and used whatever force he had as he instantly came right next to Tien, and he one-shot him towards the ground as Tien fell and he passed out. Upon seeing Goku's power, got everyone very shocked and confused. How can a boy regenerate his health and even have the power to withhold Tien's Tri-Beam attack? Everyone then was surprised by Goku's power, but they decided to go and celebrate as they were all enjoying, and while they're having a nice time, far in the west, King Piccolo has been released from his jar as he had nothing but vengeance on his mind, and he wanted to go and collect the Dragon Ball so he can wish to become young again. He then sent some of his armies to go towards each martial artist and kill them so that he cannot run into the risk of being sealed again. While everyone was enjoying their party, Goku noticed that his body was going through some changes as he was able to now turn any object into candy. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button now so you can join the Z fans, and anytime later on you feel like this isn't your channel, you could always unsubscribe. Goku and his friends were busy celebrating the fact that Goku has now won the tournament, and while everyone's celebrating, Goku was distracted due to the fact that he was able to sense King Piccolo's energy. Due to the fact that he is born with Majin potential, he's able to pick up that power level as he was able to sense where Piccolo is, and from there, he also saw that someone was making their way towards the tournament as it was one of his men named Tambourine. Before Tambourine can make a move, Goku was already there as he arrived right next to Tambourine, and he saw that Tambourine was going to go and kill Krillin since Krillin was the first mortal he saw in front of him. Before he can go and kill Krillin, Goku went and he shot a pink flare attack towards Tambourine with his finger. That pink flare went and hit Tambourine, and he is now transformed into chocolate. This is Goku's very first time turning someone into chocolate, He was able to turn object into candy, but now he was able to turn enemies into chocolate, and he had no idea what he did. But he saw that he was able to do this, and so he went and took Tambourine and ate it, as Goku had no idea that Tambourine was turned into a chocolate, and that when you turn someone to chocolate, your power also goes inside whoever you eat. Therefore, Goku got Tambourine's power within him, as he could sense a boost towards his energy, and from there, he decided to go and make his way towards where King Piccolo was coming, since he could sense that Piccolo's power is kinda evil. With that, Goku flew to where Piccolo was, as he has now arrived towards his spaceship. Upon arriving, King Piccolo came out as he confronted Goku, and from there, he was surprised to see that Goku is just a child who has arrived towards his ship and said, "Huh? Who are you? And what does the brat want with me?" "Your power. It's very evil. I don't like the feel of it." "Of course it's evil, you moron. I'm the King Demon Piccolo. Now die!" Piccolo went and he tried to kill Goku, but Goku went and dodged his attack, and with that, he went and kneed Piccolo right in his stomach, getting him to gasp for air, and he had very hard time breathing. That one knee really gave it a lot of damage towards Piccolo, as he couldn't believe a child who had this much power within him. Once when Piccolo finally got the energy he needed to get up, he saw that Goku came right next to him, as Goku went and landed a decisive blow towards Piccolo, and from there he can feel that he was going to die. With that, due to the fact that Piccolo was old and that he wasn't able to make himself young again by using the Dragon Balls, he didn't have the power to create another egg, and therefore he took his final breath and now he has died. Not just Piccolo, but Kami, who is the guardian of planet Earth, has also died due to the fact that him and Piccolo are linked, and now that Kami has died, the Dragon Ball ceased to exist on planet Earth. Once when Goku killed Piccolo, he then made his way right back to his friends, as everyone saw him, and from there he told everyone that he took care of an evil man named King Piccolo. Hearing that got Master Roshi very shocked that Goku was able to beat him, and from there they were very happy, since Master Roshi did have a history with King Piccolo, and that if no one can beat him, he would have to be sealed with the evil containment wave, but Goku did something that no one thought would be possible. With that, they all went right back to Master Roshi's island, as he wanted to know more about him, and before he can react, he saw that someone has arrived before him and said, "Hi Goku." "Huh? Who are you? And how do you know me?" "I'm the one that found you and brought you here. Ever since I left you here, I was watching over you." Who are you?" "I am the Supreme Kai." Hearing that got Roshi very shocked, while Goku went towards him and asked him if he knew anything about who Goku is and why he's able to do things which no one else can. Supreme Kai saw that Goku was ready to know about his origins, and so he decided to go and take Goku with him to his world for a bit and tell him everything. With that, Goku said his goodbye to Master Roshi and Grandpa Gohan, since he really wanted to know why he's able to turn people into chocolate and how come he's able to regenerate, but Roshi no one else can. From there, the Supreme Kai went and took Goku and he Kai-Kai'd him to his world. Over there, he has revealed to Goku everything that he needed to know, and that Goku is a Saiyan that is born on planet Vegeta, and that he was supposed to be sent to planet Earth, but he got stuck in a remote planet where the evil wizard Babidi saw him and he wanted to go and make him into a Majin. And so he did a lot of experiment on Goku, and before he can make Goku a whole Majin, Supreme Kai saved him. Knowing that got Goku very shocked, as he didn't know how to react to the news and that it was a huge hitter to him. After some time, Goku has now accepted the fact that he's a Saiyan, but not just any Saiyan, he's also a Saiyan that has something called Majin potential within him. Since Babidi did do a lot of experiment on Goku, and all this information can be a little toll on a 10-year-old boy, but Goku accepted it like a proud Saiyan, and he decided to move forward and do everything he can to experiment with this power and see how he can grow and benefit from the power having the Majin power within him. "Are you okay, Goku? I know this news is not for everyone to hear. It's not like your everyday news." "So in other words, I'm a Saiyan that's also a Majin, right?" "That's correct, Goku. You can say that you're the very first Majin Saiyan. You don't have the body or the look of a Majin, especially the evil heart of a Majin, but you sure do have their abilities and power." After knowing the truth made Goku more comfortable with who he is, and now he has accepted his role and he was ready to do whatever it takes to protect his home planet, known as planet Earth, at any cost. Supreme Kai also told Goku that they had a set of Dragon Balls on planet Earth, but ever since he killed Piccolo, the Earth's guardian known as Kami has also died, and therefore the Dragon Balls ceased to exist. After giving Goku the full knowledge about what is the Dragon Balls and everything, Goku then kind of felt regret on killing King Piccolo, but from there Supreme Kai told him Don't worry, Goku. There's a planet called Planet Namek. That is where all the Namekians live. And if you want, one day when you're ready, you can go there yourself and travel towards Namek and try to get the Dragon Balls. I'm pretty sure they'll happily help you and make someone a guardian for planet Earth, and therefore your Dragon Balls will be back to normal.
Oh wow, but how would I get there?
Well, since you're here with me, how would you like for me to train you? Training with me, I can help bring out your more potential of what you are, to see what else Majin power you got, and also I could teach you a very unique technique. It is a technique I use to travel anywhere instantly. It is called the Kai Kai.
My lord, please! Don't you think that's too much?
No, Capito Kai, please stay back. This is between me and Goku. Anyways, Goku, how would you like that?
Sure, I'm ready for it. So you're gonna train me?
Yes, I will. You will spend at least 5 to 10 years, let's see, but I'm gonna do everything I can to make you strong. Goku continued to celebrate as he was happy that he was able to get stronger and have a technique to take him anywhere instantly. But at the same time, Capito Kai was arguing with Supreme Kai, telling him to reconsider it. But from there, Supreme Kai told Capito Kai that if Goku is a Saiyan with Majin ability, think about the wonders he can do for this universe. He can be a savior of the entire universe and wipe out any evil. And a day when Majin Buu is resurrected, Goku will be ready for him and take him out easily. After hearing that, got Capito Kai to be on Supreme Kai's side, and now they did everything they can to go and train Goku, as Goku has agreed to learn with him, and now 10 years has passed since Goku agreed to train with Supreme Kai. Within those 10 years, Goku has now grown into a 20-year-old man. Goku did everything he can for his loved ones to be stronger, so that he could come back to planet Earth and protect it at any cost. And training with Supreme Kai, he was able to learn new techniques and also know more about himself and even learn more abilities that his Majin potential possessed. Goku then looked towards Supreme Kai and said, "Thank you very much for everything, Supreme Kai. I'll make sure I use your wisdom in life." "I have no doubt that you will, Goku. I believe in you, and now it's time to see where your training takes you. Well, you're ready now. You spent over 10 years. In this last 10 years, you've definitely grown a lot. But good luck with your journey, Goku." "Thank you, Supreme Kai." Before Goku can leave, Supreme Kai then saw his crystal ball was glowing. As both Goku and Supreme Kai looked towards the crystal ball, and they saw that 3 space pod has just landed on planet Earth. Three space pod was making their way on planet Earth as it has now landed. With that, the door opened and it was 3 Saiyans that has arrived on the planet. Well, if it's isn't the planet that Kakarot's been sent to, I see he has failed to do his mission. That fool! He's such an embarrassment to the Saiyan race!
Vegeta! Let me be the one to kill him! No, Nappa!
We came here to get Kakarot to come with us so we can fight Frieza, not to kill him. But if he refuses to help us, and now go with our plans, then you can have Kakarot. I'll let you kill him. With that, they went and they saw a couple of fighters has come to confront them, as it was Master Roshi, Tien, Krillin, Grandpa Gohan, and the Ox King, along with Chi-Chi. Since Chi-Chi was training with Master Roshi to become a fighter, she wanted to help them in this crisis. With that, Vegeta and the Saiyans weren't impressed, as they looked towards him and said, "Tell me, Earthling, where is Kakarot?" "Who? Who is that?" "Stop acting, you fool! Tell us where he is!" "They probably don't know him by his Saiyan name. Tell me who is the strongest warrior on this planet." Not knowing or telling them what they want, Vegeta got upset as he lost it, and from there he told Nappa and Raditz to beat it out of them so they can tell him where Goku is. With that, Nappa went and he rushed towards Grandpa Gohan as he was about to attack him. But from there, Tien came and he managed to push Nappa out of the way, while Chi-Chi went and punched him in his face. Nappa wasn't fazed by it as he looked towards Chi-Chi and said,
What a weakling girl! She wants to fight with me?
Nappa went and he was about to deck Chi-Chi, but Master Roshi went and powered up a Kamehameha wave, and he aimed it right towards her. Raditz saw that Tien was kind of a weird fighter, as Tien went up and he was about to go and use his tri-beam attack towards Vegeta, but from there, Raditz went up as he tried to hit Tien, but Tien managed to move out of the way. Seeing that these three warriors are completely out of their league, the Z-Fighters did everything they can to hold on to them so that they could not lose. But Nappa went and he started to beat the shit out of Master Roshi. Grandpa Gohan and Ox King went and they both powered up a Kamehameha wave trying to aim it towards Nappa. And once when they did, it wasn't strong enough as it hit Nappa from his back, and from there he turned around and he began laughing. Nappa then went and rushed towards Gohan as he picked him up and slammed him towards the ground and aimed a blast towards Grandpa Gohan, and he has died right there. Roshi saw that as Roshi went and he used his buffed form and he went and powered up a super Kamehameha wave, but due to the fact that it took him time, Raditz came behind him and kneed him in his back as Chi-Chi went and she was trying to attack them. Vegeta then stepped in as he held on to Chi-Chi and he slammed her towards the ground, and he said, "Pathetic Earthling, you guys don't want to tell me where Kakarot is? Very good. I guess we'll just destroy you guys here. Who needs that weakling to help us anyways? Nappa, Raditz, let's get going." With that, Vegeta was about to go and kill Chi-Chi, but before he can, he got kicked in his face as he got sent flying towards the ground, and once when he got up, he saw that it was Goku who has finally arrived. Goku managed to come just in the nick of time as he saved Chi-Chi's life, and from there he picked her up and walked towards Master Roshi and gave him to hold on to Chi-Chi while she saw Goku and she asked him to be careful. Goku then looked towards his battlefield and saw that Tien was badly hurt while Grandpa Gohan was dead, and from there he also saw that Yamcha, another Z fighter who was with the Z fighters, had died too. Seeing that the Saiyans has killed his friend got Goku really upset as he walked right towards him while Vegeta looked towards him and said, Well, if it isn't Kakarot, we came quite far to get you, Kakarot. It's no doubt that's Kakarot. He looks just like father.
Kakarot! We've been waiting for you! And how dare you interfere with my kill?
So you guys killed my friends, huh? And what is up with you guys in this Kakarot talk? Who is Kakarot? My name is Goku.
Whatever. Now listen up, Kakarot. I have a proposition for you. Come and join your prince. I'm Vegeta, the prince of all Saiyan, and I need your help. We need to overthrow Frieza.
I see. So you came here to ask me for help? How's this? I'm not interested in helping you guys. You guys murdered my friend? You're lucky I'm not taking your guys' life back. Leave this planet and never come again.
Who do you think you're talking to, Kakarot?
With that, Goku went and he used his super speed as he rushed right towards Vegeta. Vegeta turned around and saw that Goku was already there. Upon seeing just how fast Goku was, got Vegeta a little scared, while Nappa went and he rushed right towards Goku very recklessly and he tried to attack him.
Vegeta, I'm gonna kill him!
Once when Nappa tried to go and kill Goku, Goku went and kneed him right in his stomach as Nappa was gasping for air, and from there Goku shined a white pink beam right towards Nappa, and now he has been turned into chocolate. Upon seeing that, got Vegeta and Raditz very scared as they couldn't believe what they were seeing, and from there Goku looked towards him and said, "Now who's next?"
Kakarot! Don't you know who I am? I'm your brother!
My brother? Yes, Kakarot! Father sent you here to save your life and on the purpose for you to sell this planet, but you failed to do so. It doesn't matter, but we're here to ask you for your help. Are you gonna turn your back on family now, Kakarot? Look, my only family are those who are living this earth. I have no idea that you're my brother, but because you're my brother, how about I spare you some advice and tell you to leave this planet and never come again?
And how about I give you an advice to die?
Vegeta went and he powered up a massive Gallic gun and aimed it right towards Goku. Goku saw the blast come right towards him, while Goku went and he powered up a one-hand Kamehameha wave and he aimed it right towards Vegeta's blast as he managed to go and get Vegeta's Gallic gun dispersed. Upon seeing that, got Vegeta very shocked since no one he has encountered was able to do that to his Gallic gun. Raditz was completely shocked and stung to believe that how can Goku could be this strong, while Vegeta noticed that Goku didn't have any tail, and therefore he did not want to lose, and so he decided to go and use his last resort, as he went and he shined a blood spray right to the air and said, "Kakarot, now you're going to die! You don't have a tail, but we do!" With that, Vegeta has now transformed into his Uzaru.
Now, Kakarot, we are going to make sure we kill you here once and for all. You dare disappoint the Prince of all Saiyan and disobey me? I'll show you what it means to disobey the Prince.
What? They turn into giant monkeys? Seeing this for the very first time, Goku had no idea that the Saiyans had the ability to go and transform into giant monkeys. And therefore, he saw that Raditz went and he looked towards a blood wave as he has also transformed into his Uzaru. With that, Goku had to deal with two Uzaru Saiyans, as Vegeta went and he tried to strike Goku, but Goku managed to go and dodge it, but from there, he landed right next to Raditz, while Raditz went and picked Goku up and slammed him towards the ground. Raditz then went and kicked Goku, as he landed right next to Vegeta, and from there Vegeta used his feet to stomp on Goku. With that, Vegeta saw that his feet was getting high in the air, as Goku caught his feet and he threw him towards the ground. Once when Vegeta fell down, Raditz went and he squeezed onto Goku, as he began to squeeze the life out of Goku, but Goku went and he instantly regenerated himself, as he managed to go and break free, and from there he went and decked Raditz right in his face, getting him to fall towards the ground. Goku then saw that they kept getting up, as he had no idea how to revert them right back to their base, but he saw that their tail was their main thing that helped them to go and transform into their Great Ape Uzaru, so he decided to go and cut their tail off. Goku went and he came right behind Vegeta, as he shined a blast towards his tail, and once when Vegeta's tail ripped off, he has reverted right back to his base, while Goku went and did the same towards Raditz. Once when Raditz and Vegeta went right back to their base, they then saw that they were out of energy, while Goku looked towards him and said, "Now that you guys are done playing around, let me show you who you're dealing with." Goku powered up his ki, as they could sense a ki pressure, and from there, he went and one-shot Vegeta, while Raditz saw Goku came right in front of it and he uppercut Raditz and slammed him towards the ground. Both Raditz and Vegeta were badly hurt, as they decided to go in some of their space spot and leave the planet, but Goku walked right towards him and said, "Where do you guys think you're going?" If you haven't already subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button now so you can join the Z fans, and anytime later on you feel like this isn't your channel, you could always unsubscribe. Goku has now defeated the Saiyans, as he came towards Vegeta and Raditz, since they couldn't really get up, but they were trying to leave the planet by summoning their space bot to come towards them. Goku then proceeded to walk towards them, as he powered up a blast and he was ready to put an end towards their life. Vegeta looked towards Goku's eyes, as he could see that Goku was serious and that he was going to go for the kill, and from there he couldn't believe just how powerful Goku was. After accepting his fate, Vegeta closed his eyes while Goku went and he dispersed his attack and said, "You two deserve to die after what you guys have done to my friends. You had no right to hurt them like that."
Then what are you waiting for? Go and kill us already!
Lucky for you, I'll spare you guys. Since you know how powerful I am, leave my planet and never return.
We had no choice, Kakarot. We did what we had to do because we were ordered by Frieza.
I know all too well about him, and I do plan on ending him myself after I'm done here. With that, Goku saw that Roshi and Yamcha were dead, lying in the ground, as Tien was barely getting up, and from there Chi-Chi got up. Goku then proceeded to go towards them, as he went and he put his hand on Chi-Chi and he managed to heal her. Chi-Chi saw Goku, as she was very emotional and happy that Goku managed to go put an end towards the Saiyan, while Goku looked towards him and said, "I'm so glad you're okay, Chi-Chi." Goku then went towards Tien, as he healed him too. Upon seeing that Goku was able to heal them, got Vegeta and Raditz completely confused, as they had no idea what the hell is Goku. First he was able to turn Nappa into chocolate, and now he was able to go and heal people too? With that, they were willing to believe that Goku might be some type of god or something, But from there, they saw that Goku went and he undid his attack towards Nappa as he turned him right back to his original self. Seeing all of Goku's technique and power, Vegeta had no choice but to accept Goku's truth, since he wanted to be on Goku's good side because he saw that if there's anyone that can beat Frieza, it is Goku. Vegeta then went and he was about to offer his ally towards Goku, but he saw that Goku came towards them, while Raditz looked towards Goku and said, "Kakarot, tell us! How and what are you? How are you this strong?" "I was born lucky, that's all you need to know. And now, when it comes to this Frieza, I know exactly where he is. I'm planning to go and put an end towards him myself and end this crusade once and for all."
Kakarot, let me come along with you. I want to witness the death of Frieza. He did torture all of us. He's the reason why we became the way we are. Otherwise, we could have lived our life with freedom, but he did not allow that.
Goku then decided to allow Vegeta and everyone else to tag along with him, but Goku's plan was to go to planet Namek first, since Supreme Kai did tell him that they do have a set of Dragon Balls and that he does need a guardian of planet Earth to restore the Dragon Balls, so his plan was to go and get them so he can wish back Roshi and Yamcha. And then after he does that, his plan was to go and end Frieza. Goku went and took everyone and he kai-kai'd them to Bulma's place. Once when they got there, they all settled down as they began planning on how they could end Frieza, and from there Bulma came and she gave Vegeta the scouter which she found that was broken. Once when Vegeta took his scouter, he didn't worry as he can hear that Frieza has left the planet and he went to a planet called Planet Namek. Upon hearing that, got Vegeta to be wondering why he went there and said,
"It looks like Frieza went to this planet called Planet Namek. I have no idea why."
"Wait, what? Did you just say Planet Namek?"
"Yeah, that's the planet. Why?"
"No, this isn't good. Can it be that Frieza knows about the myth of the Dragon Balls?"
Huh? What are you talking about, Kakarot?
"Nothing. Alright then, new plan. I'll be right back." Goku went and he kai-kai'd towards Supreme Kai. Supreme Kai saw Goku as Goku asked him on Frieza's whereabouts. Supreme Kai then looked towards his crystal ball and he saw that Frieza has now arrived to a planet called Planet Namek. From there, they were both surprised since they knew that Planet Namek has the Dragon Balls and that Frieza might go for the myth of using the Dragon Balls. Goku then kai-kai'd right back to planet Earth as he told everyone that he's going to be going to a planet called Planet Namek and that they must stop Frieza at any cost because he can get his hand on the Dragon Ball. Vegeta had no idea what Dragon Ball is until he asked Goku, and from there Goku told him what the Dragon Ball are. After knowing the knowledge about the Dragon Ball got Vegeta very scared as he began to sweat a lot and said,
"This isn't good! Kakarot, we're all doomed! If Frieza gets his hand on the Dragon Balls, he's gonna wish himself to be invincible!"
"Oh wow, imagine that, invincible Frieza, huh? I'm not gonna let that happen. After all, I have to use the Dragon Balls to wish back my friends which you guys killed."
"Well then, let's go!"
"Alright then, let's get going then." With that, Goku went and he took Vegeta, Tien, Raditz, and Nappa and he kai-kai'd him to Planet Namek. Once when they have arrived towards Planet Namek, Goku and everyone can sense high power level coming from the planet as he picked up 2 major power level coming far from the west, and he also picked up 3 other power level were there who are very strong and 2 other power level that are kinda strong but not as strong. Vegeta began to trip out as he could sense a lot of high power level coming from Planet Namek, and when he began to sense them, he looked towards Goku and said,
"Kakarot, this isn't good!"
"What now?"
"Frieza! Do you sense all this power level?"
"Yeah, I do. I bet Frieza brought some fighters with him."
"They're not just any fighters! They're the Ginyu Force! And if they come towards us, we're all doomed!"
"No, we're not. I'll defeat them myself easily." With that, Goku went and made his way straight towards where Frieza was, as him and everyone else has now arrived towards Frieza, and once when they got there, they saw that Frieza was there, along with another man named King Cold, who was Frieza's father. With that, they also saw the Ginyu Force was there trying to get the Dragon Balls, since King Cold wanted to make himself invincible along with Frieza. Before they can do that, Goku has arrived as he came to spoil their plan, and they all saw Goku along with Vegeta, Nappa, Raditz, and Tien. Upon seeing them, got them surprised, while Frieza got angry seeing them and said, "What? What are you guys doing here?"
"We're here to end your life, Frieza!"
"So you're Frieza, huh? The one who I've heard a lot about, and the one who destroyed Planet Vegeta."
Yes, that is me. What do you want with me?
"Listen, I'm just here for one thing. Give me the Dragon Balls. If you do, I promise you'll get no harm."
You act like you're the boss here. I'll show you. Ginyu, go kill him.
Captain Ginyu went and he rushed right towards Goku as he was about to strike him, but with that, Goku went and he decked Ginyu right in his face as he managed to go and one-shot Ginyu towards the ground and he passed out. They all couldn't believe that Ginyu got one-shotted by Goku as the rest of the Ginyu Force came to hit Goku, but from there, Goku went and he used his beam, as they have all now turned into candy along with Captain Ginyu. Frieza and King Cold couldn't believe what they're seeing, as they saw that Goku managed to go and turn everyone that was there into candy, and from there they had no idea just what is Goku, as they have never met someone who has the ability to turn someone into candy.
This guy's weird. Frieza. This power kind of reminds me of the member I told you about the Majin Buu that you have to avoid.
What? You think he might be Majin Buu, father?
I doubt it. He doesn't fit the description. Majin Buu is all pink.
Shh. Whatever, father. Let me end him. Frieza has now transformed into his final form, as his power level has skyrocketed, but Goku wasn't phased at all and said, "Oh, so I see you're using your final form now, huh? But tell me, is that all?"
You're very cocky, monkey, but I'll show you just exactly what I am.
Frieza! You're a fool! You have no idea what Kakarot is! Kakarot is no ordinary Saiyan! He is the Super Saiyan!
That's all myth. There's no such thing as the Super Saiyan.
With that, Frieza went and rushed right towards Goku, as he tried to strike him, but Goku managed to go and dodge him easily. From there, their battle has begun. Goku went and kicked Frieza right in the stomach, while Frieza flew meters away, and when he got up, he went and charged right towards Goku, as he tried to attack him, but Goku managed to go and dodge his attack. Seeing that Goku could easily outmatch Frieza, and that he didn't stand a chance against Goku head to head, got Cold to want to go and power up an attack, as he came right behind Goku and he aimed the attack towards his back. Once when he did, Goku got hurt, as he flew towards the ground, and from there Frieza and King Cold went and they powered up more blasts and aimed it towards him. With that, they saw that Goku's left arm was completely broken, as you can say it was almost cut off, while he had a hole in his back. Goku then proceeded to get up, as they began to laugh and saw that Goku lost his battle, but from there Goku smiled, as he went and regenerated himself. You guys are one hell of a combo, but too bad I have the power to regenerate. You guys still don't stand a chance against me, but I must ask, is that all?
What the? How was he able to get up after that?
Looks like we can go full power and attack him, father.
I guess we should.
Well then, if you guys are gonna attack him at full power, allow me to even the playing field. Goku has now transformed into a Super Saiyan, as he's ready to go and put an end towards Frieza and his father once and for all. Goku has now transformed into a Super Saiyan, as his power level was something that they couldn't even comprehend. Vegeta, upon seeing Goku's Super Saiyan transformation, was completely speechless, as he couldn't believe that Goku has transformed into a Super Saiyan and that he was in denial on it, while Goku smiled and looked towards them and said, "Well then, what do you guys think? Are you guys ready to even the playing field? Where did all that battle spirit go of yours? Since it's 2 versus 1, I have now evened the playing field by using my Super Saiyan, you can say." Tien and everyone couldn't comprehend the fact that Goku was able to do stuff right before them, and if they didn't have eyes, they would never believe the fact that Goku can do all of that. Frieza, on the other hand, was very nervous, as he had no idea that a Saiyan can actually transform to a Super Saiyan, since it was just a myth, and he looked towards him and said, "What? That form? Don't tell me!"
What's wrong? And why does hair go gold?
Like I told you guys, I'm a Saiyan that has transformed into a Super Saiyan. Hearing that got them very nervous, as they couldn't believe that Goku was able to transform into the legend, and from there, Cold went and rushed right towards Goku, as he tried to strike him, but Goku went and kicked him in his jaw, getting to be sent flying towards the ocean. Frieza went and rushed right towards Goku, as he tried to hit him, but Goku went and dodged his hit, and with that, he went and struck Frieza in the stomach, as he was gasping for air, while King Cold came right behind Goku and he powered up a blast and said, "It's time I put an end towards you. once and for all. Once when King Cold unleashed the attack, it hit Goku again. But this time it was completely different. Once when the smoke cleared, King Cold saw that Goku wasn't even scratched. Although his gi got torn, but his body wasn't scratched, as Goku went and even regenerated his gi, getting right back to 100%, and he looked towards him and said, "I won't fall for the same trick twice. You have already done that dirty move towards me, and now it won't work again on me, Cold."
Is that so? Well then let's see you dodge this.
King Cold went and rushed towards Goku, as he began to attack him very recklessly. Frieza saw that if they want to win, they have to work together, while Frieza went and powered up to full, and he went and rushed towards Goku, and he started to attack him too. Goku dodged all of their attack like if there was just sports for him, as he was toying with Frieza and King Cold. Seeing that Goku wasn't taking him seriously got Frieza very angry, as he decided to go and show Goku his 100% and said,
Alright, monkey, you're pretty good. I won't lie. But good thing I have more power. Let me show you why I'm more powerful than my own father.
Frieza has now used 100% of his form. With that, he went and looked towards Goku and said,
It's time for you to know the real deal, Saiyan. I'm gonna end you myself.
Not without me, Frieza. Let's kill him together and celebrate by using the Dragon Balls and making ourselves invincible.
So you guys want to wish for invincibility, huh? Too bad I'm here to spoil that plan. I had to use the Dragon Balls for my own reasons. With that, Frieza went and charged towards Goku, as he was using 100% of his power, and when he struck Goku in his face, Goku flew meters away, while King Cold went right behind him and decked him in his back. From there, they both went and started to charge towards Goku. Goku got up and saw that they came at super speed, as he tried to dodge it, but he got hit in the face by both Frieza and King Cold, and they started to go and beat the shit out of Goku. Seeing that Frieza in its 100% form and King Cold were attacking Goku, Vegeta was nervous again, as he couldn't believe that Goku was actually losing towards Frieza, and he thought that just for a second Goku might win this battle, but now he began to believe that Frieza is stronger than Goku. While Frieza went and continued to attack Goku non-stop, King Cold then went and threw Goku towards the ground, as Frieza powered up a Nova Blast and aimed it towards Goku. Once when he did, Goku was on the ground breathing hard, as both King Cold and Frieza began to celebrate, and they're very happy that they finally managed to go and put an end towards Goku. But from there, Goku got up, as he smiled and said, "That attack is amazing! I could say it almost hurt me." What? But again, I was only testing my power against you guys, as they saw that Goku has regenerated, and not just regenerated, but he also got a Zenkai boost, since he is a Saiyan. With that, Goku smiled and said, "I told you before, you guys are fool. There's no way you guys could win against me, you guys are too weak." Frieza got very scared, seeing that after Goku getting hit by his most powerful attack, he just dodged it like if it was nothing, as he got up and he was ready to fight with him again. With that, Frieza got desperate, as he decided to go and power up a major attack and aim it, but not towards Goku, he aimed it towards the planet, as his idea was to destroy planet Namek and let Goku die there. Goku saw that as he flew right towards the attack, and he used his body as his shield, as the attack hit Goku, and when he got damaged, he managed to go and recover himself due to his instant regeneration. And from there, Goku got up and said, "It's time I put an end towards you guys. Trying to destroy this planet was a very dirty move, and I never support this idea." Before they know it, Goku has arrived right next to King Cold, as he struck him right in his guts, but that strike was powerful enough for Goku to go and pierce right through his stomach, as King Cold could feel his life slipping out of him, and from there Goku went and took him by his face and slammed it towards the ground, as he powered up a Kamehameha wave and he killed King Cold right there. Frieza saw that as he got really scared, but Goku came right next to him and kneed him in his back 3 times. Getting Frieza's back to be paralyzed, Goku went and started to beat the shit out of him, as Frieza saw the difference between Goku's power and his, and from there, Goku went and threw Frieza towards the ground, as he couldn't move, and he came right next to it and powered up a one-hand Kamehameha wave to kill him once and for all. Frieza then asked, "What are you, Saiyan?" "I'm a Saiyan that's born with Majin potential." "What? So you're actually a Majin?" "Goodbye, Frieza." Goku went and unleashed a Kamehameha wave right at Frieza's face, as it hit his face and his entire body exploded as he died right there. Goku and his Super Saiyan power managed to go and easily overpower King Cold and Frieza without even breaking a sweat, as he managed to put an end towards them and wipe them off from the face of this universe. With that, Goku went right back to his base, while Vegeta and Raditz and Nappa couldn't believe just what Goku was and what he did, but at the same time, they were very happy that Frieza is finally dead. Raditz then came towards Goku as he was happy to see that his brother is this strong and he's ready to do everything he can to follow Goku's footsteps, since he wanted to be behind Goku at every way and make sure he could be the good big brother that Goku deserves to have. Tien was completely happy for Goku as they continued to celebrate, but from there, one Namekian came and thanked them for saving their planet and told him that Guru is waiting to see Goku. Goku then went with him as they went right towards where Guru was. Once when he saw Guru, Guru was very happy to see Goku as he thanked him for helping him save his planet. In return, he went and unleashed Goku's potential. Guru then told Goku that if he wants to up his power skill and have new techniques that will be very helpful in the future, he suggests Goku to go to a planet called Planet Yadrit, as that planet will arrange everything for him. With that, Goku then asked for a request as he told Guru about his situation, how he needs to use a Dragon Ball, and from there he also needs a Namekian to come and live on planet Earth to be the guardian of planet Earth so that he can restore the Dragon Ball. Guru understands Goku's situation as he gave Goku the Dragon Ball, and from there, he called Dende to come towards him. Dende came as Guru went and unleashed Dende's potential and gave him the wisdom that he needs to be a good guardian, and told Goku that Dende will be the guardian of planet Earth. Dende gladly accepted Guru's offer as he said his goodbye to Guru, but from there he went and summoned Porunga. As Porunga came out, and Goku went and told him his wish, and that was to wish back Master Roshi and even Yamcha, since they did die in the battle. Once when he did, they did have one more wish, but Goku told him that he has no more wish to make, so they told Porunga to come back later on. Goku then said his goodbye as he went and took everyone, and he kai-kai'd them right back to planet Earth. Once when they came to planet Earth, Bulma decided to ask Vegeta to come live with her at her home, as he decided to settle down with her, while Nappa was living with them too, and at the same time, Goku dropped Dende off to the lookout, as he has now entered the lookout and he saw that Kami, handmade model for the dragon, was there, so he went and summoned Shenron, and now Dende has accepted the role of being the guardian of planet Earth, while Mr. Popo was very happy to have a friend on his side. Goku came back and saw that Chi-Chi was waiting for him, as she decided to go and confess her love to Goku, since she didn't knew Goku since they were childhood, because Master Roshi and Grandpa Gohan would often go to Ox King Palace to visit, and from there that's how they knew each other. She then offered Goku her love and told him to marry her. Goku has now accepted the wedding offer, and now they went and hold a wedding ceremony for Goku and Chi-Chi, as both of them have now gotten married. With that, a year has passed since Goku was enjoying his time with Chi-Chi, but now he decided to go and visit Supreme Kai. And once when he did, Supreme Kai then told him about Planet Yadra, just like how Guru told him, as he told Goku that he has arranged everything for Goku to go there and learn some new techniques. Goku agreed to go, but he decided to only go there for a few months. Once when he came to Planet Yadra, he did train for a few months, but now he wanted to go right back to visit his family, and when he did, he has kai-kai towards planet Earth. Just before he can go see his wife and his loved ones, Goku saw that someone has arrived right next to him with a time machine. As he gotten out, and he looked right towards him and said, "What? Father? And who are you?" "My name is Gohan. I came from the future." The future? What?" "Listen, Father, as we speak right now, Mother's giving birth to me, and she's gonna name me Gohan." "So you're my son?" Goku was completely confused on hearing the fact that his future son came to visit him. It's not like your everyday thing where your future son comes and tells you, "Hey Dad, I'm from the future." So upon hearing this news, got Goku to be a little bit confused, but from there, Gohan went and told Goku that he is from the future and that he needed his help. After coming to a grip that Gohan is a child, Goku came right back to his senses, and from there, Gohan went and warned him about the danger that's going to happen from 3 years, as he looked towards him and said, "Father, 3 years from now, these killer androids will appear, and the reason why I'm here is because they end up killing everyone in my timeline. Did not let a single being live on this earth. But the one that's very concerning is Cell. He is the one who has the power to absorb everyone, and he also gets very strong." "Wow, he's that strong enough to kill me?" "Yes, so please Father, do whatever you can to train. Make sure you're very strong, that way when you guys are able to fight with Cell, you're able to stop him. Don't worry Gohan, I have failed the future once, I'm not gonna let it happen again. Leave everything to me." With that, Gohan went and hugged Goku, since he did see his father after so long, and from there he said his goodbye, and now he has left right back to his timeline. While Goku was comprehending everything what he said, with that, Goku remembered that while he was on planet Yardred, he was told that if he stays there for a bit, he can learn more techniques, which would be very useful for him. So he decided to go and try that technique, but before going, he went and kai-kai'd right towards Chi-Chi, as he was able to see his wife and his loved one, and he saw his son Gohan, who was just born. With that, he was very happy that he has become a father, but they all noticed the distressed face on Goku. As they looked towards him, they asked him what happened, and from there, Goku went and told everyone about the bad news, and that someone from the future. He did not disclose that it was future Gohan, but he just said that it was someone from the future who came and told him that 3 years from now, everyone's going to die. Upon hearing this news, got everyone very shocked and alert that they need to do whatever it takes to win and make sure they get stronger. Goku, who was born as a Majin Saiyan, went and he began to do any training he can to make sure he survives and make sure that everyone survives too. Raditz and Vegeta along with Nappa wanted to train with Goku, as they all agreed to train with each other, and after they started to train, Goku went right back to Supreme Kai's world, and he told Supreme Kai about everything that happened, and from there Goku went and he kai-kai'd right towards planet Yardred, as he has spent now 1 year at planet Yardred trying to learn the final and every technique that they know so he can be useful throughout the battle, and that when Cell comes, he is ready to fight him. Goku, since he is born a Majin, was facing a lot of difficulties in mastering this last technique, since it requires for you to remaster your spirit form, and due to the fact that he was born a Majin, it wasn't that easy for him to master his spirit form. But after a year, Goku finally got the hang of it, and now he managed to go and master it, as he was ready to go and use this technique. With that, Goku came right back to planet Earth, and he continued to train with his loved ones, as he continued to make sure that everyone gets stronger, and he went back and forth to Supreme Kai's world and back to planet Earth. 3 years like that has passed, and now the time for the androids has arrived, as the Z-Fighters were doing a last bit of training while Goku was at Supreme Kai's world. With that, the Z-Fighters saw that someone went and they started to destroy buildings in the city, but that wasn't the worst of it. What made it more worse was the fact that they were able to sense Goku's energy, and then they sensed Vegeta's energy, and then they were able to sense someone else's, as everyone's energy kept sensing out of nowhere, so they decided to go make their way towards where that city was burning. Once when they got there, Vegeta and the Z-Fighters noticed that they saw 3 androids standing there, as it was Dr. Gero, Android 16, and Android 19. Upon seeing the Z-Fighters, Vegeta looked towards him and said, "So you're the one responsible for doing this? If it isn't the Z-Fighters, tell me, where is..." Before he could finish his sentence, Goku has Kai right in front of them, as he has now arrived to the battlefield, and from there Goku looked towards the androids and said, "So I take it these are the androids, huh? Ah, if it isn't Goku, I have been waiting for you, Goku." I see, and we have also been waiting for you, androids. So you know who I am, and you also know why I'm here to kill you. That I don't know, tell me, why are you doing this? What did we ever do to you guys? You have disbanded the Red Ribbon Army. I spent years and years doing everything I can to make that army the strongest in the world, but you destroyed everything, Goku. And because of that, I made sure I'm going to end you and your friend. I see, so it's all because of a grudge, huh? How's this? I give you advice. Leave and don't fight. Otherwise, if you stay, you will die. Is that so? We are well prepared and know everything about you, so bring it on. Well then, let me handle this old fool. Vegeta has now transformed into a Super Saiyan. With that, he went and rushed right towards Dr. Gero, as he grabbed him by his face and he slammed it towards the ground. Vegeta began to choke Dr. Gero's neck, as he could almost break it, but before he can, everyone sensed a very high power level has arrived to the battlefield, as they had no idea who or what that power level is, but all they saw was that the power level came and decked Vegeta right in his face, getting to be sent flying meters away. And from there they heard someone laugh, as they saw it was Cell.
Well, well, looks like I have finally arrived in just the nick of time. Sure took your time, Cell. My fault, Dr. Jiro. I was just doing a little bit of training. Ah, if it isn't Goku. So you're Cell? Due to the fact that this timeline has a lot of stuff that has been changed, Cell inside his timeline was already in his perfect form, since Jiro did spend his years collecting DNA of everyone and putting it towards Cell, and now he made Cell go and absorb Android 17 and 18 before he came out to fight, as the Z-Fighters has now have to fight with Cell, Jiro, Android 16 and Android 19. With that, Goku saw Cell as he was very ambitious and ready to go for the kill and end anything, as he looked right towards Goku and said, "I've been always waiting to fight with you, Goku. I've been made for the purpose just to see where you stand. After all, I am the strongest, so show me what you got." "Hey you! How dare you hit me and think you could get away with that?" Vegeta went and rushed right towards Cell with full power, as he struck him right in his face, but he saw Cell did not move. Upon seeing that, got Vegeta shocked, since he did put everything he had towards that punch, but Cell hardly flinched. Raditz and Nappa, as they were already inside their Super Saiyan, went and charged right towards Cell and they started to attack him. While everyone was doing that, Gohan from the future has now arrived to the present timeline, since he wanted to see what's going on, and when he arrived, he could sense Cell's power coming far, along with everyone else, which got Gohan nervous, and therefore he went and made his way towards where Cell was. Vegeta then saw that Cell went and headbutted Raditz, as he snapped Nappa right in his stomach, and from there he went and decked Vegeta again in the face, as all of them fell to the ground. Goku then went and he screamed. Goku has now transformed into a Super Saiyan. Upon seeing that, got Cell to be really excited, as he looked towards Goku and said, "Yes, Goku! This is what I wanted to see! Let's see what you got then!" "Alright, Cell, I'll admit, I could see that you have all of our power within you. Well, let's see if you stand a chance against me in this form." With that, Goku and Cell stared towards one another, as they're ready to go and have a showdown to see who was the stronger one. While they were going and charging towards one another, back on Earth, someone has now arrived, as it was no one other than Babidi. Babidi finally found the location of where Goku is, but he has arrived with Majin Buu's cell, since this was the best place to make Majin Buu hatch, and from there, when he found it underground to dig and put Majin Buu there so he could collect energy, he kept seeing a lot of power and light show happening far in the east, and it got him to be really curious on who it is. So Babidi went and made his way to see where that lightning is coming from. But that lightning was coming from no one other than Goku and Cell, since their power clashed with one another. Goku and Cell are going at it, as everyone are busy watching the battle to see who would win this fight, Cell or Goku. While that was happening, Vegeta got up, as he saw that Jiro was watching the battle, and from there he went and took Jiro and snapped his neck out, as he threw a blast and he killed Dr. Jiro right there. With that, Gohan has now arrived, as everyone had no idea who he is, but Gohan saw Goku and Cell were going at it, as Cell went and struck Goku in the face while Goku went and kicked him in his face, and they both fell to the ground. When Goku got up, he then saw Gohan and said, "Oh, Gohan! Hey! What's up?" "Hey, father! That is Cell, but it doesn't make sense." "What do you mean?" "He's much stronger in here than he was in my timeline." "What? You're saying that we're fighting with a much stronger Cell?" "Yeah, father." "Well, I'm not worried. I still got a lot more power, so I'm okay." Who is that kid?" "Oh well, this is my chance. Well, Goku, let me demonstrate the power I have, which I've gotten from you." Cell went and shined a beam right towards Vegeta. As everyone saw, he went and turned Vegeta into candy. With that, Cell went and picked Vegeta up, as he ate him, and now Cell has infused his power with Vegeta, giving him a huge boost to his power. Well, Goku, are you ready to test this power out? This is what you call ultimate perfection. Oh my god, his power is amazing. Father, let's work together.
as Gohan has now transformed into his Super Saiyan, and now Goku and Gohan ready to go and take on Cell. Gohan has now used his Super Saiyan power, as he has now joined Goku in the battlefield, but it wasn't enough to stop Cell, since he was able to turn people into chocolate, as he managed to go and turn Vegeta into chocolate, and from there, he was able to go and eat him, allowing him to absorb Vegeta's power, which gave him a huge boost to his power level. Although Vegeta's power wasn't much for Cell, it still was something strong enough for Goku to trip out, as Cell looked towards him and said, "Well then, Goku, are you ready to die now? I will not let this monster ruin this timeline too. Gohan, don't worry. Leave it to me. I have a way to end him." Huh? Did you just claim that you're stronger than me, Goku? You fool. There's no way you can beat me. I am the strongest android to ever exist. Cell went and he powered up as he went and rushed right towards Goku, trying to go for the kill, but Goku managed to go and block his attack as he moved away, but with that, Cell came right next to him and he aimed the blast right towards Goku. Goku's body has exploded as everyone saw that, and they had no idea how to react since they saw their loved one got exploded right before their eyes. But little did they knew that Goku was a Majin Saiyan, as Goku managed to go and regenerate his entire body. Upon seeing that, everyone was very shocked to see that, and they learned that Goku has his ability to go and regenerate his entire body. While Goku managed to regenerate himself, Babidi, who was lurking watching Goku the entire time, realized that this is the Saiyan who he managed to go and make a Majin, as he couldn't believe that he was right before his eyes, and he was very happy. While Goku and everyone else were confused on Cell's power, but at the same time, they were all relieved that Goku managed to come right back. From there, Goku looked towards Cell and said, "You may be stronger than us, Cell, but unfortunately for you, Cell, you're not gonna leave here alive. It is good that my son told me about you 3 years ago." Huh? Son? What are you talking about? That's right, Cell. My son from the future timeline has come and told me all the terror you have done towards this world. He have informed me, you can say, about what you're going to do, and now I have come prepared, making sure that the mistake doesn't repeat again inside this timeline. Now then, let me show you the power I was able to achieve within those 3 years! Goku has now transformed into a Super Saiyan 2, as his power level has skyrocketed. Everyone was amazed and confused on Goku's new power, while Goku himself was amazed and said, "It is all thanks to you, Cell. Since you threw a lot of energy towards me and got my body to explode and regenerate countless times, I was able to get a huge Zenkai boost, and now I'm able to show you my power. You can call this Super Saiyan 2. There's no way you're able to get such power! I'm the ultimate android! I'll end you myself!" Goku didn't let Cell finish his sentence, as he rushed right towards him, and from there he went and struck Cell right in the face, getting to be sent flying away. Goku then followed, as he appeared right in front of Cell, but from there Cell got scared seeing how fast Goku was, as he couldn't believe it, and he looked towards Goku and said, "Huh? What the? What's the matter, Cell? Is that all you have to show me? Here, I thought that you'll be strong enough to beat me. But I was wrong, you're too weak to even touch me. How dare you mock me!" Cell went and he powered up to full, as his power level went off the chart, but from there he went and rushed right towards Goku and punched him in his face, getting Goku to be sent flying. But Cell didn't waste any time, as he went and appeared right next to him and kicked him in his face. Goku, on the other hand, was allowing Cell to hit him, as he was just toying with him, and from there Goku went and knee Cell right in the face, as he managed to go and break his jaw. With that, Cell went and he managed to regenerate, but while doing so, Cell was very tired and he was losing energy as he couldn't believe what hit him. Goku's punch felt like something else. With that one hit, he was able to make Cell's entire body shake. From there, Cell went and powered up a Kamehameha wave and aimed it at Goku, while Goku walked right through the wave, and upon seeing that, Cell saw the difference between his power and Goku. With that, Cell was very scared for the very first time of his life, while Goku looked towards him and said, "What is the matter, Cell? Out of energy, I suppose?"
Goku, show me some mercy! I won't!
I don't have time to waste on someone as evil as you. I'll make sure to end you here once and for all, Cell. With that, Goku went and decked Cell in the stomach, getting to pierce right through it, and from there he went and powered up a blast as he aimed it right towards Cell's body, and his entire body has exploded along with his life, as has now come to an end. With that, everyone is now released that the battle was finally over, while Gohan was having tears of joy as he couldn't believe that he was able to finally save one timeline. Since he couldn't save his own timeline, this was the best way to repent for that, by helping out the present timeline. With that, Goku went right towards Gohan as he comforted and told him, "It's over, son, we won this fight, and it's all thanks to you." With that, everyone went and they began to celebrate, as Vegeta couldn't believe that the fact that Goku was a Majin Saiyan. He has never heard of something in his entire life, but due to the fact that he witnessed Goku's power right in front of him, he had no choice but to believe that Goku is a very different Saiyan. All the Z Fighters decided to go make their way towards Bulma's place to celebrate Goku's victory over Cell, and at the same time they all want to go and make their skills stronger so that they can be useful when the time comes. Gohan, on the other hand, has thanked Goku for helping him achieve new powers, and from there he had no choice but to go right back to his present timeline so he can save it and make sure it doesn't fall in the hands of any android, as he said his goodbye to everyone, and now he has returned right back to his own timeline. While Goku, on the other hand, decided to go and have a training session with the entire Z Fighters. While all of that was happening, Babidi was able to track and follow Goku as he was watching everything that he has done, and at the same time he found a place where he can now put Majin Buu and get him released from his shell, as he planned to go and collect all the energy from Earth and gather it up in one area so Majin Buu can be released. A few days has passed as Goku and everyone else were training until Supreme Kai has come to planet Earth, and he congratulated Goku on beating Cell. He then told Goku on how he can utilize his skills by going to a planet called Planet Yardred, and that they can teach him a few new techniques. Goku loved that idea as he has agreed to go to Planet Yardred and learn some new techniques, and at the same time, Supreme Kai had an idea for Goku's son, Gohan, which was small, but he decided to go and take him to his planet since he saw that Gohan had a lot of potential and that he can help him utilize to be a stronger fighter. With that, 1 year has passed since Goku went to Planet Yardred, and he got most of his training done on Planet Yardred as he's ready to go and kick it up to the next level. From there, Goku went and he kai-kai'd right back to Supreme Kai's world since he knew that Gohan was there training with him. He was impressed on seeing just how powerful Gohan managed to get by training with the Z-Sword, and while they're training, Gohan ended up breaking the Z-Sword, which allowed the old Kai to come out. Everyone at first was very confused on who the old Kai is, but when he saw Gohan, he couldn't stop thanking him for releasing the Z-Sword, and from there he decided to go and unleash Gohan's potential, while Supreme Kai was trying to go and locate where Babidi can be. But what got him confused was that no matter how much he tries to find Babidi, he wasn't able to locate him. Little did he knew, Babidi was under his nose the entire time, as he was laying on planet Earth trying to gather up energy for Majin Buu release. And speaking of Babidi, he was trying to gather up a lot of energy from planet Earth, as he managed to do that, and from there, Majin Buu has been released from his shell, as he wanted to go and begin his crusade by eliminating all the human beings on planet Earth. But their main mission was to get Goku on their side, since Goku is, after all, a Majin. So they decided to lay low and wait until the perfect opportunity to get Goku on their side. And as we know it, 7 years has passed since Goku defeated Cell, and they all begun training. Within that 7 years, Gohan was able to unleash his mystic power, as his power level has skyrocketed, and from there, he continued to train with Supreme Kai. Goku was very impressed on just how powerful Gohan has gotten, as he has now also grown into an 18-year-old adult, and he wanted to follow the path of his father, which is to train and be a fighter. Goku, on the other hand, was doing everything he can to master his power, as he was able to learn everything that he needs to know about being his Majin side. Goku then went right back to visit Chi-Chi, as they had another child and they named that child Goten. And when it comes to Vegeta, he was doing everything he can to keep up with Goku, as he continued to go and break his limit. All the Z-Fighters were busy training, while Babidi decided to start his plan with Majin Buu and eliminate all the human beings and try to get Goku on their side. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button now so you can join the Z fans, and anytime later on you feel like this isn't your channel, you could always unsubscribe. 7 years has passed since Goku and the Z Fighters has defeated Cell, and they managed to go and save the day and their loved ones. During those 7 years, all the Z Fighters were very motivated, trying to get stronger so that they're able to stand next to Goku and hold their own against any villain that comes into the Z world, since they all know that this place isn't safe and that any minute now a new enemy can come. But the Z Fighters managed to go and live their life in peace for 7 years straight. When it comes to future Gohan, he visits Goku within those 7 years, trying to get more advice and try to do everything he can to get stronger, as Goku told him that he'll always be with him in spirit and that if he ever needs his help, he knows where to come. After training a little bit with Goku, future Gohan went right back to his own timeline, and he continued to make sure his world is in peace. When it comes to Goku and Chi-Chi, both of them were enjoying their life as they had a child, and they decided to name that child Goten. Gohan, on the other hand, hasn't come home in a while since he was too busy training with Supreme Kai at his world. Since Gohan was busy trying to do everything he can to be stronger and be as strong as his father and train and get mystic power, he did not go to high school, and therefore Gohan has not met with Videl. And because of that, there isn't going to be any pen inside this timeline. Gohan, on the other hand, has gotten a lot stronger since he was able to unlock his mystic power, and Goku was there to help him try to reach new heights and new level. After all, he is Goku's son, and that Goku wanted him to be as strong as him. When it comes to Goku, his power continued to grow as he managed to go and learn all of his Majin power, and when he went to planet Yardred, he has trained there for quite some time, learning new techniques such as the Force Spirit Fission, and that he also learned a lot of spirit control and everything else, helping him to get even more stronger. Goku decided to do everything he can to put his life towards planet Earth and make sure it's in peace, and at the same time make sure his son Gohan follows his footsteps as Gohan continued to get stronger and stronger. When it comes to Vegeta, he has continued to train and break his limit, since his goal was to also achieve Super Saiyan 2, but he knew that Goku is a completely different Saiyan compared to him and that he couldn't be at his level, since Goku does have Majin DNA within him, unlike Vegeta. But Majin DNA or not, the Prince of all Saiyan will not stop training. After all, he does have to live up to his reputation, and he will do everything he can to make sure he isn't beneath Goku. And since he has accepted the fact that Goku is a different Saiyan than him, he has come to peace with Goku, and he decided to live his life in peace as he continued to raise a family with Bulma. When it comes to Trunks and Goten, Goku was alive, and therefore he was able to spend a lot of time with Goten, trying to help him to get stronger and make him walk the same path as him. Chi-Chi, on the other hand, did not like that idea, but she saw that Goten was already naturally strong, and therefore Goku continued to go and train him, trying to make him be a stronger warrior. Everything was going very peacefully until one day, Goku was training at the lookout with Piccolo, as Goku and him were going head to head, and from there, Goku started to hear a lot of voice coming in his head saying, "Goku! Goku! I am your master! Do you hear me, Goku?" "What? Who are you? What is this voice?" "I am your creator! Come to East City! At the end of the day, we are all waiting for you!" "What? And who's we?" "Goku, what's wrong?" "I don't know, Piccolo, but I'm keep getting these weird voices in my head telling me to come meet them at West City. I'll be right back." As Goku has now gone and he kai to where Babidi told him to come, and when he got there, he saw that two people were standing there. One being Babidi, and the other being a pink slob known as Majin Buu. "Welcome, Goku! We have been waiting for you!" "Huh? Who are you? And how do you know me?" "Well, Goku, I'm the one that created you! It's time you serve your master!" "You what? Created me?" Goku was very shocked with the news on learning that Babidi was the one who made him a Majin Saiyan, and from there he looked right towards Buu and said, "And who is that guy?" "He is Majin Buu, my second greatest creation! You being first, of course! It's time to serve your master, Goku!" "What do you want me to do? And don't call me your creation! You're not my master!" "Huh?
How dare you disobey me? I'm your master!
You better play with what I tell you, Goku!
Or else I'll get my Majin Buu to knock some sense into you! Is that so? Well then, let's begin!
Goku has now transformed into a Super Saiyan 2 as he stared at Majin Buu. Babidi was kinda surprised in Goku's power as he looked towards him and said,
"You will join me, Goku, one way or another! I want to see how strong you are! After all, your one mission is to destroy all the Earthlings here! Over my dead body!"
Buu came right in front of Goku as he tried to attack him, but Goku went and dodged his attack, and from there he went and kneed Majin Buu right in the face, getting him to be sent flying meters away. Goku then came right next to him as he decked him in his stomach, and he started to beat the shit out of Majin Buu, using him as a punching bag. Everyone was able to feel the effect of Goku and Majin Buu fighting with one another, as Buu got very angry and he tried to turn Goku into chocolate, but Goku went and did the same technique as both of their attack got dispersed, and from there he looked towards him and said,
"What the? How's he able to use the same move as me?" "He's your brother, you can say! He is Majin Buu! He also has the same technique as you! But Goku, you're a perfect candidate! I cannot wait for you to become mine!"
"What do you mean, perfect candidate?" Majin Buu, on the other hand, didn't like the fact that Babidi kept praising Goku, but out of nowhere, Goku went and kicked him right in his face, getting him to be sent flying meters away. When Buu got up, he then got very angry as he couldn't believe that Goku was overpowering him and that he couldn't control his anger since it was keep building up, and from there Majin Buu began to unleash all of his anger as he began screaming, and little did he know he managed to separate Evil Buu with his Majin Buu. Goku was confused to see Evil Buu come out of Majin Buu, while Evil Buu and Majin Buu saw each other, and they saw each other as rivals, and they began to attack one another. Goku on the other hand dropped his guard, and before he knows it, Babidi came right next to him as he went and he used his magic on Goku, getting him to transform, as Goku can feel all of his Majin cell in his body begun to burn as he began screaming, and little does Goku know, he has now been inside Babidi's spell as Babidi managed to go and turn him into Majin Goku. While Goku was transforming into Majin Goku, Evil Buu managed to go and turn Majin Buu into candy as he ate him, and from there he has now transformed into Super Buu.
Well, this is the power I've been waiting for. Goku couldn't get a control of himself as he let loose, and he began to go and scream.
After training for 7 years straight and able to break his limit and achieve new power, Goku managed to go and transform to a new power called Super Saiyan 3. But due to the fact that Babidi was taking over his body and controlling his mind, he has now transformed into a Super Saiyan 3 Majin Goku.
Well, this is the power I need to end everyone that comes in my way. Yes, it worked! You're finally under my control!
While that was happening far in the galaxy, Supreme Kai's world, Supreme Kai was able to sense Goku's power along with Gohan, as he couldn't believe that Goku's power was coming this far, and with that Supreme Kai began to look towards his crystal ball, and he saw that Babidi was on planet Earth with Majin Buu, and that wasn't all. Goku was also there as he saw the crystal ball and said, "Oh no! How can this happen? What happened, Supreme Kai? Your father, Gohan, he has become something else." What? Everyone was able to sense Goku's power. as he couldn't believe that Goku's power was this strong. But what made it scary was that it was evil power coming from his body. Since he was born with Majin Ki, it was very easy for Babidi to control Goku's mind and making him into a Majin Goku. And with his new Super Saiyan 3 transformation, will there be anyone strong enough to stop Goku and put an end towards this madness? Goku has now been possessed by Babidi, as he was able to use his full power and be in a state of Majin. While that was happening, Vegeta sensed Goku's power, as he didn't know what it was, but from there he also saw a space pod has now landed on planet Earth. As he went to check it out, and he saw that it was a space pod that belonged to a Saiyan. Once when the door opened, Vegeta saw that this Saiyan was no one other than his little brother named Tarble, as he looked towards him and said, "Oh, Vegeta, it's great to see you again, brother."
Huh? Tarble, what are you doing here?
"I want to visit. I really don't have a place to live anymore, since my home was destroyed by some creature named Majin Buu."
Boo!
While Vegeta was catching up with Tarble, Piccolo has now arrived, as he saw Vegeta and told him everything that was going on, and at the same time, Gohan and Supreme Kai has now Kai right next to them. With that, Supreme Kai was in a panic mode and said,
"Do you guys have any idea what's going on? We're all doomed!" "What's up, Supreme Kai? What happened?" "Goku has now become evil. He's no longer the same." "Say what? What do you mean, Kai? Explain yourself."
"My father, he has been possessed by a creature named Babidi. He's a wizard who also created Majin Buu." Everyone was very confused on who was Majin Buu and Babidi, while the Supreme Kai went and told them everything that they need to know about Babidi and Majin Buu. Once when they got the information about them, they all begun to trip out, since they all now know about how dangerous Babidi is and Majin Buu. With that, Tarble got scared hearing that Majin Buu is on planet Earth, as he was about to run away, but Vegeta stopped him and told him that he has to be a Saiyan and fight alongside with them.
"I really don't know what we could do about Goku. Not only has he been possessed by Babidi, but his power is something that none of us can comprehend. He is so strong." "Well, whatever it is, we gotta do everything we can to stop Kakarot. Otherwise, if he's gone on loose, it's the end of everyone. Do you sense this power? I cannot believe it belongs to that bastard."
With that, they all started to make plans on how to get Goku back to normal, while Goku went and he begun to start killing some of the Earthling. Gohan sensed what Goku was doing, as Supreme Kai went and took everyone and he Kai-Kai'd them right next to where Goku was. Once when they got there, they all saw that Goku was in a state of a Super Saiyan 3, as they were completely surprised since this is their very first time seeing a Super Saiyan 3 right in front of them. At the same time, Super Buu came right next to Goku, while Babidi was there, and when they turned around, they saw that Gohan, Vegeta, Piccolo, Supreme Kai, and Tarble has arrived to the battlefield, while Gohan looked towards Goku and said, "Father, what are you doing? You need to stop this!"
"It's you, Gohan. Looks like you have come to die too."
"Father, please, get back to your senses!"
"This is the new way of life, son. Come and join us. Everyone will die, and if you agree to join with me, son, you must go and kill your friends right now. Then I'll see that you're loyal towards Babidi." "Babidi, I will never forgive you. You turned a pure-hearted man into a killing machine. Very evil."
Well then, bring it on, Supreme Kai, if you know what's good for you.
With that, everyone saw the only way to put an end towards this was to fight Goku. Super Buu went and he powered up his ki as he rushed towards Gohan, but Goku went and decked him in his face, getting to be sent flying towards the ground.
"He is mine to handle alone. You go handle the rest." "Whatever."
Before Super Buu can move, Gohan came right in front of him and punched him in his face, getting to be sent flying meters away.
"Oh, I'm impressed, son. I see your power has got a lot stronger. Let's see how you could do against your old man."
"Father, I don't want to end it this way, but I need you to get back to your senses." With that, Gohan went and charged right towards Goku as their battle has begun. Vegeta went and he powered up as he went and screamed. Vegeta has now transformed into a Super Saiyan 2. Piccolo came next to him along with Tien, Kid Trunks, and Goten, as they all decided to go and fight Super Buu, while Goku and Gohan were fighting with one another. Supreme Kai went and struck Babidi right in his face, as their battle has begun too, as everyone began fighting one another. Goku and Gohan were going at it, as they were landing blow to blow, but from there Goku was enjoying every moment, while Gohan was very stressed, trying to do everything he can to make his father come right back to his own senses. Vegeta went and charged towards Buu and managed to strike him in his stomach. Upon doing so, Vegeta saw that punch did not even faze Super Buu, as he looked towards him and said, "How pathetic, is that all you got?" Super Buu went and decked Vegeta right in the throat. Piccolo went and used a special beam cannon, while Tien went and used a tri-beam, and Goten and Trunks powered up an attack and aimed it right towards Super Buu, as all their attack went and hit him and he exploded, but he went and regenerated very quickly. They saw that they didn't stand a chance against him. Gohan then saw that Super Buu was going for the kill, as he came right next to him and he punched him right in his face and threw a blast towards him, getting to be fell towards the ground. Goku came next to Gohan and headbutt him. Vegeta came and powered up a full blast, while the rest did the same, and now they all went and put their attention towards Goku, as the rest of the Z-Fighters went and charged towards Goku and they begun attacking him non-stop. Goku went and dodged each and every one of their attack, as they didn't stand a chance against him. Vegeta unleashed his final flash towards Goku, but Goku went and caught it with one hand and he dispersed the attack. With that, he then looked towards him and said, "Is that all you guys got?" As they all saw that Goku was regenerating due to the fact that he is half Majin. Vegeta and Gohan were shocked, as they had no idea what to do, while Supreme Kai and Babidi were going at it and they began attacking each other. Babidi was much weaker than Supreme Kai, since they didn't compare, and from there, Supreme Kai went and kicked him in his face and he powered up a blast and aimed it right towards Babidi, as he was going for the kill, but Babidi quickly went and called Goku for help, getting Goku to Kai right in front of the attack, and he dispersed it. Goku then went and kicked Supreme Kai right in his face. Vegeta saw that Babidi was the main source of Goku being controlled, and that if he dies, Goku might come back to his senses. They all decided to have a plan to go and distract Goku while Vegeta makes the kill towards Babidi. Gohan went and powered up in a blast as he rushed right towards Goku, and the rest of the Z-Fighters did, leaving Goku to leave Babidi alone, and from there Vegeta came right next to Babidi as he powered up a blast and killed him right in his stomach, getting him to die right there. Once when Babidi has died, Goku then powered up a Kamehameha wave as he was about to go for the kill, but then his Majin sign has disappeared as he got right back to his senses and he looked around and said, "Huh? What was going on? Father, you're back! Finally, Kakarot! You're a tough bastard! Who would have thought you could be this strong?" "I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how I got controlled by him. It's okay, Goku. It's not your fault. After all, Babidi's the one who created you. All the Majin cell that's in your body reacted towards his spell, and he caught you to be under his control. That bastard. I hope he's dead." "He is. I killed him." "Thanks, Vegeta." With that, Goku was really relieved that the battle was over, as he went right back to his base, but he saw that Super Buu was still there, as he looked towards him and said, "Since you guys are all here, how about you die by me? How about this? You saw how strong I am. I could easily end your life if I want. Do you want to die here, Super Buu? Or why don't you come and join me? After all, we're both Majin, huh? We could do a lot together." Seeing that Super Buu didn't stand a chance against Goku and that he will die, he had no choice but to accept Goku's offer and decided to be on Goku's side only because he is also a Majin, as the Z-Fighters has now got a new fighter named Super Buu, and from there they all went and they began to celebrate. Supreme Kai was really happy that this was all done and now everything went right back to normal. While this was happening, far in the galaxy, a destroyer has now awoken from his slumber, as he called upon his attendant Whis and said, "Whis?" "Yes, my lord. I see you have finally gotten up." What is all this power I'm sensing? Has the Super Saiyan God come out?" "Well, not really, but there is someone that you might be interested in, my lord." If you haven't already subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button now so you can join the Z fans, and anytime later on you feel like this isn't your channel, you could always unsubscribe. What? You're telling me that this mortal named Goku is actually stronger than a Super Saiyan God? But how, Whis?
Well, my lord, you see, this mortal is a Saiyan that is also born with something called Majin DNA.
What? A Saiyan? But how did he manage to survive, Whis? I thought I told Frieza to go do the job and destroy the entire planet. So how did they end up surviving?
With that, Whis then told Beerus that Frieza did do the job, but there were still some remaining Saiyans in the planet that managed to survive, and now they all ended up living on planet Earth. Upon hearing this, got Beerus really intrigued, as he wanted to go and check it out, and therefore he wanted to also see if Goku is the stronger fighter than him, since he did prophesize on fighting with someone who is as strong as a Super Saiyan God. But little did he knew on Earth there is more than just some Saiyans waiting for Beerus. Beerus and Whis has now set a course to go to planet Earth, and now their journey has begun. While that was happening, back on Earth, everyone was busy trying to do a little bit of sparring. It has been a few weeks since Goku was able to get back to himself, and he offered Majin Buu a place to be with the Z fighters. Ever since that day, Goku and Majin Buu has been training a lot, doing everything he can to make sure that they are on the same level of understanding each other. While they were training, Vegeta and Gohan were doing everything they can to be on the same level as Goku. But it was time for all the Z fighters to come to Vegeta's place and celebrate Bulma's birthday party. Since she did went and celebrate her birthday on a yacht, they have all made their way towards the yacht, and now the party has begun. Everyone there were enjoying themselves as they were eating and having a lot of conversation until they saw that Supreme Kai has arrived to planet Earth. Once when he came there, Goku was surprised to see him as Gohan asked him, "How's everything going, Supreme Kai? Are you okay?"
No, this isn't good. Goku, something's coming fast. You don't want any part of it.
Huh? What's going on, Supreme Kai? And who's coming?
If there's some trouble coming towards us, I'll just go and turn him into chocolate and kill them. Simple.
Whoa, it's still hard to see you be one of the good guys, Majin Buu. But back to what I was saying, Goku, you must go. Beerus the Destroyer has awoken from his slumber, and now he's coming here to see how strong you are.
What? Beerus the Destroyer? What the? Beerus? Why does that name sound so familiar?
Yes, you guys are right, Beerus the Destroyer. He is known as a god of destruction, and if he comes here, he will, and I repeat, he will erase all of you guys and destroy this entire planet. It is best you leave from planet Earth, Goku. That way he can continue searching for you, and when he cannot find you, he'll end up going right back to his place, sleeping again.
No way! I'm not gonna hide from him. If he wants to fight me, then let's fight him. I'm ready.
Before Supreme Kai can say another word, Whis and Beerus has now arrived to planet Earth, as they arrived right in front of everyone. All the Z-Fighters were very shocked to see that, as they heard someone say, "It's about damn time we have arrived, Whis. Ah, I see, Prince Vegeta is also on planet Earth."
Beerus, the Destroyer! I now remember who you are. You're on planet Vegeta.
Yes, that's right. His arrogance was the reason why I ended his life. But enough of this, tell me one thing, Vegeta. Do you know anything about a Super Saiyan God?
What? You ended his life? What do you mean?
Don't you get the memo? I told Frieza to destroy your puny planet, and your father is the one to blame for all of that. Oh, I see you're Goku. I heard a lot about you from my attendant Whis. I heard that you're as strong as a Super Saiyan God.
Hi, and I don't know what a Super Saiyan God is, but you can say I'm strong.
You bastard! You destroyed my planet? I'll end you for that!
Vegeta has now transformed into his Super Saiyan 2, as he went and rushed right towards Beerus, and he began attacking him non-stop. Everyone was watching Beerus and Vegeta going at it, as they saw that Vegeta was attacking him, but they didn't realize that Beerus wasn't fazed by any of Vegeta's hit, as he was only making sports out of him. Goku then saw that Beerus went and he one-shot Vegeta right towards the ground, as he turned around, but he saw that Super Buu went and he powered up a blast and aimed it right directly towards Beerus. Once when the smoke cleared, Beerus was standing unscratched as he smiled and said, "Is that all you got?" How weak. Before he can make the next move, Goku went and he screamed. Goku has now transformed into a Super Saiyan 3 Majin, as he went and rushed right before Beerus and struck him in his face. Beerus got sent flying away with that one punch, as he saw that Goku went in charge again and he came right next to him, trying to do it again. Beerus then went and he tried to attack Super Saiyan 3 Goku's power, but Goku's power was overwhelming him, since this is the very first time he has ever fought with a Majin Saiyan. And because Beerus wasn't using much power, he was getting an ass beating until Beerus looked towards him and said, "Now you're talking, show me what you can do, Saiyan. You might be the Super Saiyan God after all."
"I'm not no god or anything, but what I do know is I'm a Majin Saiyan that lives on planet Earth. It's time to end this once and for all, Beerus."
With that, Super Buu went and he tried to use a surprise attack, as he managed to go and turn Beerus into candy. Upon doing so, it got everyone very shocked and surprised to see that someone as strong as Beerus was able to lose by some simple candy changing technique. But they had no idea that Beerus was still in control of himself, as Super Buu began to celebrate, and when he was about to go and eat the candy went and began attacking Super Buu, as it started to beat the shit out of him until Goku went and turned him right back to his own self and said, "That technique won't work on someone as strong as him."
Very nice technique, Saiyan. You guys were close, but you're right, it won't work. It is time we end this once and for all. You guys are far dangerous than what I thought.
Beerus has now decided to go and use his full power, as he began to glow, and with that he went and rushed right before Goku. Goku couldn't see him coming, as he felt someone went and punched him right in his stomach and started to beat the shit out of him. Goku got sent flying meters away while Gohan and Super Buu went, and they both powered up to full power, and they went and rushed right towards Beerus, but Beerus went and caught them by the face and slammed it towards the ground, as he began to go and beat the shit out of them too. No one stood a chance against Beerus once when he decided to go use his full power. Goku on the other hand had no idea that Beerus was this strong, and that there's only one way to get this fixed, and that is to use the Dragon Balls and ask about a Super Saiyan God, since Beerus is looking for a Super Saiyan God. Goku had to go to the lookout, since that's where all the Dragon Balls were, and once when he got there, he went and summoned Shenron. Upon summoning Shenron, Goku then went and asked Shenron about the Super Saiyan God, and he was told that they need 5 pure-hearted Saiyans pouring their energy into one. With that, Shenron has left, as Goku has now got the knowledge of how to become a Super Saiyan God, and from there he went and kai-kai'd right in front of everyone, as he saw that Beerus was planning to go and destroy the entire galaxy by powering up in a massive blast to destroy the Earth. Before he could aim the blast, Goku managed to go and power up a massive Kamehameha wave and aimed it towards Beerus' attack, as both of the blasts got dispersed, and from there, Goku then told him that he has a way of how they can bring the Super Saiyan God. Beerus had to go and level with Goku and give him some time, as Goku told Vegeta, Turbo, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks to go and power him up, and once when they did, they all saw that the energy was flowing right into Goku's body, as he began to glow, and before you know it, Goku has now transformed into a Super Saiyan God. Upon seeing this, got everyone very shocked and overwhelmed, as they couldn't believe that they were seeing a Super Saiyan God for the very first time, or to be exact, a Super Saiyan God Majin Saiyan. Beerus on the other hand could sense Goku's power, as he was very excited to fight with a Super Saiyan God.
Well, Saiyan, congratulations, you have finally tapped into God Ki. Now let's see how strong you are compared to me.
Alright Beerus, we're gonna see where this battle takes us. I'm ready to show you everything I have got, but I want you to go all out too.
I have been going all out, that's why you guys didn't stand a chance. It is time I continue to do the same.
As both Goku and Beerus went and they stared towards one another, and they're ready to go and put an end to this battle once and for all, as this battle will determine to see who is the stronger one. Beerus went and he quickly went and tried to attack Goku, but Goku instantly dodged his attack and struck him in his face, getting to be sent flying meters away. Beerus was being overwhelmed by Goku's new Super Saiyan God power. Since he was a Majin Goku, he couldn't comprehend due to the fact that Goku's power has increased tenfold compared to what it was before. But he had no idea that this was all thanks to Goku's Majin energy, and the fact that Goku's managed to go and heal himself instantly when Beerus attacked him, gave him a huge Zenkai boost. As he stared towards Beerus while Beerus was trying to catch his breath and said, "Not bad, Saiyan. I never thought you'll be able to push me this far. I'm impressed." Well, if you want to know something, I haven't even used my full power yet. Oh my, this Saiyan is really something else. He's already as strong as Lord Beerus. Well, Beerus, let's put an end to words once and for all. What do you say? You got it, Saiyan. The next move will determine who's the stronger one in this battle. Goku went and he powered up to full power, as Beerus did the same, and from there they both went and charged towards one another, and they started to attack each other. But Goku was a stronger one here, as he would instantly recover each time Beerus went and hit him. His wound would automatically heal, because that is one of the power of being a Majin, and because of that it was giving him also a Zenkai boost, allowing him to continue to overpower Beerus, as Goku went and uppercut Beerus and struck him right in his stomach, getting to be sent flying far away. We saw that Goku and Beerus battle was getting off the hand, since the entire planet was being affected by them. With each blow they hit, the entire galaxy was shaking, so he decided to go and put a barrier around planet Earth, while Goku and Beerus were planning to wrap up this battle. Beerus went and powered up an attack to destroy Goku once and for all, but Goku went and he powered up a massive Kamehameha wave and aimed it at Beerus, as he couldn't block Goku's attack, and with that he got hit head on, getting him to pass out. Goku, after being a Majin and getting God Ki, has really worked in his favor, which allowed him to go and defeat one of the Destroyer. Goku then went right back to his base, as Whis was very impressed with his power, and from there he came and congratulated Goku and offered him to come with him to Beerus' planet so he can train him. Upon hearing that, got Vegeta very distracted and intrigued on what Whis told Goku. Since he didn't want to be behind Goku, he also wanted to become one of Whis' students too. But from there he went and asked if he can come too. Gohan and Majin Buu couldn't help but asking themselves too, since they also want to catch up with Goku when it comes to power. Seeing how determined all these fighters were, got Whis no choice but to accept all of them to come and train with him, as Beerus has now finally woken from his battle, and from there he'd walk towards Goku and congratulate him and said, "You really are something else, Saiyan. I'm looking forward for our rematch. Good job, you managed to defeat me." You too, Beerus, you're really amazing. Hands down the strongest fighter I have ever fought. Vegeta saw that Beerus was really strong, and that he was also looking forward to having a rematch with Goku, and therefore he decided to go towards Beerus and ask him if he can teach him to get stronger. Vegeta then expressed his desire to surpass Beerus and even fight him for what he has done, but Beerus told him that if he wants to be his student, he needs to let go of the past of his destroying the planet. However, Vegeta made up his mind to let everything go and agreed to train with Beerus after he wakes up from his slumber, but in the meantime he would go and train with Whis. With that, they have now all decided to make that plan to go to Beerus World and train after a week, as they spent 1 week relaxing with their loved ones, but now it was time for them to go to Beerus World and begin their training. Goku went and he Kai-Kai'd him to Beerus World with the help of Supreme Kai, as they have now arrived, and from there Whis begun giving them chores, and now their training session has begun with Whis. While the Z-Fighters were busy training with Whis, on Earth, Frieza's man has come to planet Earth, as they decide to go and use a Dragon Ball to wish for Frieza to come back to life. Once when they did, Frieza has returned, as he had no idea how he was able to come back, but from there his men told him that he was the one who brought Frieza back, and that they need to work together if they want to win this battle. He also informed Frieza about Majin Buu and Beerus, and that Goku was strong enough to defeat both of them. Upon hearing that, got Frieza scared, since his father always told him never to fight with Majin Buu or Beerus, but hearing that Goku managed to go and defeat Beerus and even make Majin Buu one of his friends, got Frieza to start sweating, as he decided to go and do the one thing that he has never done in his life before, and that is to train. Frieza made up his mind to go and train for 6 months so that he can obtain a new power strong enough to put an end towards Goku, Majin Buu, and even Beerus himself, as this training session has now begun. And as you know it, 6 months has passed since Goku and everyone has all started training with Whis. While they were training, Goku was able to pick up some power level coming far in the west from the galaxy, as he was able to sense this power was very strong. Vegeta, on the other hand, has begun his training with Beerus, and he begun learning the Destroyer ways since he was very motivated to get stronger. But little did they knew, Frieza has now finished his training, and he was making his way towards planet Earth. And once when he got there, Frieza then went and began destroying everything until the Z-Fighters came to confront him, while Goku went alone, and he has now Kai-Kai'd to a remote planet named Planet Vampa. That is where he was sensing this energy. Once when he got there, he saw that there were two Saiyans there that were stranded there on this planet. Goku then introduced himself and asked them if they want to come join him on planet Earth, but he also sensed that Broly's power level was very strong, and that he also had an idea that he wanted to go and spar with Broly since he has never seen a Saiyan this strong before. Upon hearing this request, Broly had no choice but to agree, since Paragus told him to listen to what Goku says. After all, Goku is their savior. With that, Broly has agreed to spar with Goku, and now their sparring battle has begun. While Goku was sparring with Broly, Frieza has just defeated Z fighters as he was bored waiting for Goku, so he decided to go and destroy the entire planet. But before he can destroy the entire planet, Supreme Kai has arrived to Beerus' world and told the Z fighters about Frieza and that how he has been alive and he's destroying everything. Gohan and Super Buu decide to go and Kai with Supreme Kai towards planet Earth, and when they did, Frieza was surprised to see Majin Buu right before him, while Gohan was staring towards Frieza with anger. Huh? What is this? I see you have come back to life again, Frieza.
Gohan, let me handle this fool. I want to test my training on him.
Okay then, if you want to fight me, how about you come and fight me at my full power off the bat? Frieza has now transformed into his golden form, as his power level has skyrocketed and everyone that was there got shocked. But Super Buu went and he powered up his ki and said, "You will know what it means to fight me, Majin Buu." "Very well then, Majin Buu. I know exactly who you are."
Is that so? Well then, looks like you'll know why the entire universe feared that name, Majin Buu.
With that, Majin Buu went and charged right towards Frieza, and he struck him in his face, getting to be sent flying towards the rocks. Frieza then got up as he charged towards Majin Buu, and both of their power clashed with each other. While Goku on the other hand was going head to head with Broly. Broly didn't stand a chance against Goku in his base, but with that Broly went and he was getting really frustrated since he wanted to attack Goku with everything he's got, and he managed to go and scream. Broly has now transformed into a Super Saiyan, as his power level has jumped tenfold, and from there Goku was shocked to see just how much he has gotten stronger. With that, Broly went and struck Goku and started to attack him non-stop, as Goku didn't stand a chance against Broly inside his Super Saiyan state. Goku then saw that Broly was actually trying to go for the kill since he couldn't control his anger and his power, so he decided to go and use his Super Saiyan God's power as he went and screamed. With that, Goku and Broly were going at it, as Goku has now transformed to a Super Saiyan God, and he managed to overtake Broly and have control in this battle. He went and punched him in his face a few times, kicked him towards the ground. Broly continued to get up and try to attack Goku, but Goku was far superior to him inside his Super Saiyan God state. But little did Goku knew that Broly is the legendary Super Saiyan, and since Broly continued to get angry and get stronger, he felt a push as he went and screamed. Broly has now transformed into a legendary Super Saiyan. Whoa, his power is incredible! Broly couldn't control what he was doing as he rushed right towards Goku. He grabbed him by his leg and slammed him towards the ground. Goku and Broly's power was too much for the planet to handle as it began cracking, and little did they knew the planet was about to be exploded.
Due to the fact that the power of a Super Saiyan God, Majin, and the power of a legendary Super Saiyan was too much for the planet. Paragus on the other hand couldn't comprehend their battle, as he passed out, but from there Goku and Broly were going at it, and they were seemed to be equally tied, but Goku noticed that Broly's power continued to increase each time he was attacking Goku. With that, Goku decided to go and put an end towards his battle, since his main attention was to fight Broly as a sparring match, but this battle went from a sparring match to a personal battle. For that, Goku said, "Calm down, Broly! Looks like there's only one way I could get you calm." Goku has now transformed into a Super Saiyan Blue Majin. With that power, Broly was overwhelmed by seeing this power, as no one has ever seen this form before, while Goku smiled towards Broly and said, "This may be overkill, Broly, but let's see what you got." Goku has now transformed into his Super Saiyan Blue for the very first time, as his power went off the chart. After all, this is Super Saiyan Blue Majin Goku. Goku did knew that using this much power would be unnecessary since his Super Saiyan God would do the job, but he also wanted to show off his new power. After all, he did learn this from Whis. Broly on the other hand was shocked, but he didn't care as he continued to go and attack Goku very recklessly. Goku saw that Broly was filled with rage and anger and he couldn't control his power as he continued to attack him, but Goku dodged all of Broly's attack, and from there he didn't want this fight to extend, so Goku decided to go and put an end towards his battle once and for all. But doing so, Goku did notice that Broly's power was increasing with each blow, since he wanted to beat Goku and he is the legendary Super Saiyan. His power continued to grow while he was fighting with Goku. That is the advantage of being a legendary Super Saiyan. Paragus on the other hand has woken up as he saw that Broly was inside his legendary Super Saiyan while Goku was inside his Super Saiyan Blue, and that the planet atmosphere was getting very dark as it couldn't handle it anymore and it started to crack, and before you know it the planet's gonna explode any minute now. But both Saiyans were busy attacking one another, one being a legendary Super Saiyan and the other one being a Majin Saiyan. Goku went and he used more power as he began to go and attack Broly, but before Broly knows it, he saw that his legendary Super Saiyan power wasn't enough for Majin Goku, as Goku inside his Super Saiyan Blue continued to go and attack Broly non-stop. With that, Goku went and kneed him in the jaw, and before he can do anything, Goku went and one-shot him down towards the ground, allowing this battle to finally come to an end. This sparring match went from friendly match to a personal match very quickly, and seeing that Broly is very strong, Goku wanted to help him control his powers so he can be on his level. Goku quickly went and he picked up Broly along with Paragus and he Kaikai'd him to planet Earth, as planet Vampa has now exploded. Once when Goku got to planet Earth, he managed to Kaikai right in front of Frieza, as he saw that Frieza and Majin Buu were going at it, until Frieza noticed that Goku was there inside his Super Saiyan Blue power nevertheless, and he said, "What? Goku? When did you come? Yo, Frieza! I see you managed to come back to life, huh? How sad. All that effort for nothing." "What did you say? I can easily end you here now if I wanted to." "Well then, how about you first handle Majin Buu?" As Buu went and kicked Frieza right in his face, getting it to be sent flying towards the rocks. Once when Frieza got up, he tried to attack Buu, but Buu's power far exceeded Frieza's power. After all, Buu did train with Whis, and therefore he did absorb God Ki, allowing him to overpower Golden Frieza. As Majin Buu went and he started to attack Frieza non-stop. Frieza was getting his ass beaten by Majin Buu, and from there Buu decided to go put an end towards his battle, as he went and powered up a Kamehameha wave and aimed it at Golden Frieza. Frieza was shocked that even after training, Buu was still strong enough to beat him, as his blast went and hit Frieza and he died right there. Goku and Majin Buu managed to take care of business, as Goku brought a new friend into the Z Fighters, while Buu managed to go and save planet Earth from Frieza's wrath. Everyone then went and they Kaikai to Bulma's place as they threw a feast and they all began celebrating.
During the celebration, Vegeta and Beerus has now arrived to planet Earth, as they're all shocked to see Vegeta's new power since it was off the chart. Beerus then told them that there is a way where if they want, they can wish their planet back using something called the Super Dragon Balls. He was referring to planet Vegeta. At first, they had no idea what is the Super Dragon Balls, but after learning it, they were very amazed to know that there's a Dragon Ball that has the ability to bring back planet Vegeta. Vegeta, on the other hand, after learning this, was very intrigued, but at the same time he didn't care because all he cared was finishing his destroyer training with Beerus. Goku went and he introduced Broly to everyone, as they're all very happy to have a legendary Super Saiyan in their asset. While all of this was happening, back in the future timeline, future Gohan was running away with fear, as he was very scared, but before he can get hit by a blast by a mysterious warrior, he managed to leave his timeline with the time machine, and he ended up in the present timeline. In the present timeline, Vegeta was continuing his training with Beerus, while Goku was learning the Angel Way with Whis, as he was trying to teach Goku a technique known as the Ultra Instinct technique. At first, Goku tried hard, as he almost managed to tap into the power, but then Whis told him that he needs to still control his spirit and continue to train with him. As few weeks has passed, and now Goku managed to continue his training with Whis, but before anything could happen, both of them got a distress call from Bulma, as she told him that Gohan from the future has arrived and he's all beaten up. Upon hearing that, got Goku really surprised, as he went and took the Z-Fighters and he kaikai'd him right to where Bulma was. Once when he got there, Majin Buu went and he healed future Gohan, since he does have the ability to heal others. And once when Gohan got fully healed, he then got up and told Goku and everyone everything about what happened inside his timeline, as they have learned that there's an evil warrior who looks completely like Goku and that he was trying to kill Gohan. But before they know it, this warrior has now arrived to the present timeline using the time ring, as he has now emerged from the sky and they saw it was Goku Black.
Well, so this is where you're hiding, Gohan. Ah, I see Goku is also here. How amazing. Who are you? And how do you know me? And why do you look like me? Well, Goku, how about you come and see how strong you are against me? I'll show you who's the real Goku between the two of us.
Before Goku can go towards Black went and he began to power up, but before he knows it, he has been sucked right back into his own timeline. Goku got upset that he didn't have a chance to fight with Black, and therefore he told Gohan to power up his time machine and to take him right back to his timeline so he can deal with Goku Black. Mystic Gohan, along with Majin Buu, wanted to go with Goku, while Vegeta went right back to Beerus while continuing his training, since no one had no idea what kind of secret training Vegeta was doing at Beerus, but it was very intense training for Vegeta. With that, Goku and everyone has now arrived to future Gohan's timeline, and upon their arrival, Goku then saw how badly this entire planet was, since Goku Black did go and destroy everything that was there, and seeing how badly the city was ruined got Goku very upset, along with Gohan and Majin Buu, and before they know it, Goku Black saw Goku as he smiled and said, "Looks like you mortal managed to come here. That is one reason why I hate you guys so much. Well then, Goku, let's dance."
Alright, Black, have it your way then. But just know when I use this power, I'm gonna end your life.
Goku has now transformed into his Super Saiyan Blue as he rushed right towards Goku's Black Super Saiyan Rose power, and both of their power clashed with one another and they were going at it. While they were fighting, Zamasu, who was Black's accomplice, has now arrived to the battlefield as Majin Buu saw him, and from there Majin Buu went and he rushed right towards Zamasu and he began to attack him non-stop. Zamasu did not like the fact that Majin Buu was far stronger than him as he tried to go for the kill, but he was too weak, while Majin Buu went and he managed to turn Zamasu into candy. While that was happening, Goku Black saw that, while Goku on the other hand was beating the shit out of Goku Black. Inside his timeline, since this is a different timeline, Goku Black was not a Majin, and therefore he didn't have the same power as Goku, but he is a Goku from another timeline who was born as a regular Saiyan, and because of that, he was not able to keep up with Goku's Super Saiyan Blue Majin power, as Goku went and started to beat the shit out of him, and before he knows it, Black saw that, Majin Buu went and he ate Zamasu, absorbing his power, and now he has gotten a lot stronger. Seeing that his plan has failed got Goku Black very angry, while Goku looked towards him and he went right back to his base and said, "You see Black, you decided to take the wrong timeline me, and because of that you're not a Majin like me." "What the hell you mean Majin?" "And now let me show you a power which I have achieved training with the Angel." Goku has finally done it. After training with Whis for quite some time, he has managed to go and use the power known as Ultra Instinct. Upon using his Ultra Instinct, Goku Black had no idea, but he saw that Goku came right in front of him and struck him right in his face, getting to be sent flying meters away. Once when Goku Black got up, Goku was already there, as he went and started to attack Goku very recklessly, but Goku dodged each and every one of the attacks instantly, like if they were nothing. With that, Goku went and kneed him right in his stomach and punched him right towards the ground as he fell down. Goku Black saw that he didn't stand a chance against Goku, while Goku went and powered up a one-hand Kamehameha wave and he aimed it right towards Black. Black tried to dodge it, but he was too weak as the attack hit him and he has died right there. Putting an end towards the future Gohan timeline, Goku and everyone has now come right back to their own timeline, as Goku managed to go and avenge everyone who Goku Black has killed by killing him, and now Gohan was at peace. But once when they returned, they saw that Vegeta and Beerus were already there, as Beerus was very distressed and he had no idea what was going on, and when Goku asked what happened, he said, "You have no idea what you just missed, Goku. We just got some terrible news." "Huh? What do you mean?" If you haven't already subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button now so you can join the Z fans, and anytime later on you feel like this isn't your channel, you could always unsubscribe. "What happened, Beerus? And what is the bad news that we have got?" "You won't believe it, but my lord, let me be the one to tell him about the bad news. Apparently, Goku, you have been summoned by no one other than the King of Everything." The King of Everything? What is that?" "And wow, Vegeta! Your power, man! It's awesome! You want to face to see where you stand against me?"
Don't get ahead of yourself, you clown. I'm far stronger than you, and we all know that.
"Really? Well then you want to put that to a test, Vegeta?"
Would you two just focus on what the matter is happening right now?
"We have to worry about this summoning that the Omni King wants."
And why does he want you, Goku?
"Beats me, how do I know?" With that, Whis then went and told Goku everything about who the King of Everything is, aka Lord Zeno, as he is the one who can erase anything with just one snap, and that he needed to see Goku. Not knowing why he wanted to see Goku, Supreme Kai has arrived, as he took Goku and Whis and he has now Kai-Kai'd to Zeno's place. Once when they got there, Goku was overwhelmed on seeing the palace, as they all saw Daishiken has arrived, who is known to be the father of all angels. He then looked towards Goku and said, "So this is the mortal, huh?" "Yes, father. He is the one who I told you about, the one who is also a Majin and a Saiyan." "Huh? What's going on? And father, that's your dad, Whis? And why does the King of Everything want to see me?" With that, Goku has seen Zeno has arrived right next to everyone, as everyone bowed down towards Zeno except for Goku. He was very shocked to see that Zeno was the one that wanted to see him, and that Zeno looks like a little kid to him. With that, Zeno has introduced himself to Goku and told him that he has been watching for a while since he did get the news about Goku being a Majin Saiyan. Zeno then told Daishinken to test Goku's power, as he took Goku to an arena where he saw most of the destroyers were there, and that Daishinken said, "We want to test your power, Goku, so don't hold anything back against the destroyer. They will attack you all at once." Goku then saw that 5 destroyers came to attack him, as they all surrounded Goku, and from there they went and started to hit him. Goku tried to dodge it, but they were too fast for him, as he noticed that the destroyers weren't holding anything back. They then went and kicked him in his face and punched him in his back. Goku saw that if he doesn't go all out, it will be pointless and that he will die in this match. And from there, he went and he closed his eyes as he began to focus, and a lot of ki grew from Goku, and from there, he began to glow. Goku has now used his Ultra Instinct, as everyone got surprised and couldn't believe that a mortal was able to use this power, which the god himself have trouble using. With that, Goku went and started to dodge all of the attack instantly, as he didn't stand a chance against him in his Ultra Instinct. Goku then went and he kicked one of them towards the face, as he grabbed the other one, twisted their arm, and punched him across his face. He did the same to the remaining 3 destroyers, as they all fell to the ground, and with that, Zeno told him to stop fighting and said, "I got my answer now, Goku! You're very strong! I want to see you fight in a tournament! I'm gonna hold a tournament called the Tournament of Power!" After announcing that, Goku was very excited, as he had no idea what this Tournament of Power is, but Daishinken and everyone told him to go back to his world and that they'll come back with the details. Goku has now arrived back to planet Earth, where he saw that Beerus was stressing a lot, and he had no idea just why Goku went to Zeno, and once when Goku has arrived, he quickly ran towards him and started to ask him to tell him what happened. Before Goku could say anything, they saw that Daishinken has now arrived, as he looked towards everyone and begun telling them about the Tournament of Power, and that they need 10 fighters for this tournament, and that losers will be eliminated from the tournament and have their universe be erased. Upon hearing that, got everyone very scared and shocked, and couldn't believe that their universe is at stake, and that if they lose this battle, they will be erased permanently. Once when Daishinken announced it, he then left, telling them to be prepared within a couple of weeks, as he'll come to get them for the Tournament of Power. Goku was responsible to go and get 10 fighters, but upon hearing that everyone will be erased, Vegeta smirked and said,
"Not a big deal, I'll handle this myself and win it for our universe."
"You're very confident within your power, Vegeta. I can't wait to see what you can do." With that, they all begun training, as Whis called one of his students, who is also an angel named Beerus, to come and help him. Beerus decided to go and train the Z fighters, while Whis continued training Goku, helping him utilize his Ultra Instinct power, and Vegeta was training with Beerus and Whis, trying to continue utilizing his own technique which he has learned from Beerus. And with that, as you know it, a few weeks has passed, and now it was time for the Tournament of Power to begin. Goku managed to get all his fighters, as they're all waiting for Daishinken to come, and now he has got them to go to the Tournament of Power. The fighters for Universe 7 are Krillin, Android 18, 17, Piccolo, Tarbo, Gohan, Vegeta, Broly, Majin Buu, and Goku. As the Tournament of Power has now begun. Everyone has arrived, and they were very confused and shocked to see the amount of fighters that were there, as they all noticed a lot of high power level coming from this tournament. Before they can start this tournament, Daishinken has arrived, as he went and started to explain everyone the rules on the tournament, and now the Tournament of Power has begun, as all the universes are fighting to survive so that their universe don't get erased. Goku and Vegeta noticed one huge power level coming far, and this is coming from one fighter belonging to no one other than Jiren the Great. Both Goku and Vegeta wanted to fight with Jiren, as they had a race to see who would get there first, but before the race can even begin, Vegeta got confronted by some fighters, while Goku was able to make his way towards Jiren. While this was happening, everyone was trying to do whatever they can to survive, but Universe 7 was being the powerhouse, since they did have Gohan and Majin Buu along with Broly on their side. Universe 3 decided to do a fusion, since they saw that it was pointless to fight Universe 7, and with that they managed to go and become Analaza, while Universe 6 decided to do a fusion of their own, and they created Kefla, a fusion of Khalifa and Kel. And with that, they began fighting the rest of the fighters that were there. Gohan wanted to go and fight with Kefla, but then Hit came in his way as he began to attack Gohan, and their battle has started. Majin Buu on the other hand went and made his way towards Kefla, and they were going at it while Goku has now made his way towards Jiren, and from there, Jiren saw Goku as they both stared at one another. Jiren, this is it. This is time for you to show the entire universe who is the stronger one. Crush Goku and win this tournament. Don't forget, you are after all the only mortal who had a chance to train with Margarita.
I understand, my lord, and I won't lose this.
As they both stared at one another, and with that, Goku's and Jiren's battle has begun. Goku went and charged right towards Jiren and started to attack him, but he saw that it didn't even faze him. With that, Goku went and he used his Super Saiyan 3 Majin power. As he tried to go attack Jiren, but he saw that it was pointless since Jiren wasn't even flinching with Goku's Super Saiyan 3 power. Goku then went and used his Super Saiyan God as he managed to get Jiren to flinch just a bit, but he was still standing on his spot. Being all confused, Goku looked towards him and said, "What will kick you to high gear? Maybe this will do it." Goku has now transformed into his Super Saiyan Blue Majin as he went and decked Jiren in the stomach, getting Jiren to be sent flying, but he didn't waste any time coming right back up as he went and punched Goku in the face, and they started to hit one another as they were going back and forth until Jiren decided to go and use a bit more of his power. He did manage to go kick it up a notch as he kicked Goku in his face and threw a blast right towards him and said, "It's over." Once the blast hit Goku, Goku has been crushed, but he instantly went and regenerated himself and said, "Where do you think you're going? I still got way more power than this, Jiren."
Is that so? Well then, Goku, why don't you show me what kind of power you got within you? I am also not holding anything back.
While that was happening, Vegeta has now bumped into a fighter known as Toppo, who is also from the same universe as Jiren, as he saw Vegeta and said,
"You must be the same mortal as the other one fighting Jiren. I'll do whatever I can to crush you." Talk as much you want, Mustache. You can't do nothing to me. I also heard you're a mortal who was training with the Destroyer. What? How'd you know about that? You're not the only one who trained with their Destroyer.
Toppo has now tapped into his Destroyer mode, as he didn't waste any time, and from there he went and struck Vegeta right across his face. Vegeta tried to get up, but Toppo went and kicked him in his guts and started to punch him in his face non-stop as he was getting a beating, but everyone saw that Vegeta was smiling while he was getting attacked by Toppo and said,
"You think this could stop me? Now let me show you the power I have gotten by training with my Destroyer."
Vegeta has now transformed into his own Destroyer mode, which he has now called his Ultra Ego.
Now let's see you handle me in this, Mustache. You're very strong, Jiren. I'll have to give you that. But now it's time for me to go and use my true power. Bring it.
Goku has now used his Ultra Instinct power, while Vegeta has used a new power which no one has ever seen before, the Ultra E. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button now so you can join the Z fans, and anytime later on you feel like this isn't your channel, you could always unsubscribe. Goku has now used his Ultra Instinct power, while Vegeta has now gone and used his form called Ultra Ego.
Jiren was impressed with Goku's power and said, "You won't stand a chance against me though, using only that. Just like you, I have also trained with my angel." "Oh wow. Okay then, let's see who would win this battle. I'm not gonna let you win this tournament, Jiren. My universe is at stake. So is mine." As Goku went and he rushed right towards Jiren and struck him in the face. Jiren flew meters away as he tried to get up, but he saw that Goku went and kneed him right in his guts and started to attack him. Jiren was getting beat by Goku, while Goku went and he powered up a massive Kamehameha wave and aimed it right towards Jiren. But once when the wave hit Jiren, everyone heard a loud explosion as the blast got dispersed and they saw
Is that all you got, Goku? Here, I thought that you'll be able to beat me with that power, but you failed to do so. What? His power has just increased tenfold. What is he? Even at Ultra Instinct, he was holding his own against me. This might be trouble if I cannot beat him inside this form. While that was happening, Vegeta has now used his Ultra Ego power as everyone couldn't believe the amount of energy surging from him, as they're all witnessing Vegeta's Ultra Ego power for the very first time. With that, Vegeta went and decked Toppo across his face as he got sent flying, but Vegeta followed him and he struck him again, getting Toppo to send flying out of the arena. With only 2 hits, Vegeta managed to go and end Toppo's career, who was known to be one of the strongest mortal from Universe 11, while everyone else was completely stung by seeing Vegeta's power. Vegeta then saw that Analyza was attacking everyone recklessly, so he decided to go and aid everyone as he went and struck Analyza from the back, but it wasn't enough. Analyza went and powered up a massive blast, strong enough to destroy the entire arena, but Vegeta stood his ground as he went and he powered up a Final Flash. As he aimed his Final Flash towards Analyza's attack, getting his attack to be dispersed, and he got hit by Vegeta's attack, being sent out of the arena, and now he has been eliminated. Majin Buu was holding his own against Kefla as she went and tried to use her Super Saiyan 2 power, making sure that she'll do everything can to put an end towards Majin Buu, but Buu continued to attack her. He then went and powered up a Kamehameha wave and aimed it towards Kefla, as she couldn't handle it and she got eliminated. At the same time, Gohan went and he knocked Hit out. Vegeta saw that Goku was getting ass beat by Jiren, as he was witnessing for the very first time Jiren's power, and he had no idea someone was able to be this strong. While Jiren went and continued to punch Goku in his face, even inside his Ultra Instinct. Out of nowhere, Vegeta has arrived as he went and struck Jiren right in the guts. Jiren then looked down as he saw that it was Vegeta, and from there Vegeta went and rushed right towards him, while Jiren got up and did the same, and both of their power clashed with one another. Vegeta was holding his own against him as he began to slowly overpower Jiren inside his Ultra Ego form. With that, Jiren saw that Vegeta was kicking up a notch as he started to do the same, and they were going at it, but Goku went and headbutt Jiren, getting to fall towards the ground. When Jiren fell down, he saw that Goku and Vegeta were both standing over him looking towards him, as he smiled and said, "You think this will stop me? You don't know what kind of power I have. Let me display it to you guys." Jiren has now gone and used his limit breaker, as everyone was able to sense his tremendous power that was surging from him, who had God Ki. Since he did have God Ki, training with Margarita allowed him to tap into that. But with this power, even Goku and Vegeta shook a little bit, as they had no idea just how strong Jiren is. But Vegeta, being very confident with his power, laughed and said, "Don't think going all buff's gonna make you strong. I, Prince Vegeta, will still..." Before he can say another word, Vegeta got decked right in the face by Jiren, getting to be sent flying meters away. Vegeta got up but saw that Jiren came right next to him, and he started to attack him non-stop, while Goku's body began to create a lot of heat as he went right towards Jiren, and when he tried to hit him, Jiren went and elbowed Goku, but Goku managed to go and instantly dodge the attack as he went and threw Jiren towards the ground, and Jiren saw that Goku's body was heating up, and from there Goku went and let out a scream.
Goku has now finally did it, as he managed to go and master his Ultra Instinct. This is Master Ultra Instinct Majin Goku. Vegeta was getting a beat from Jiren, as he had no energy, but he tried his hard to stand up towards Jiren. But when he saw Goku, he saw that Goku looked completely different, while Goku stared towards Jiren and said, "Let the battle begin, Jiren." Goku went and struck Jiren right in his face, getting him to gasp for air, and from there he went and kicked him across his stomach, getting Jiren to be sent flying towards the rock. Goku then followed as Jiren got up, and from there he went and powered up and he rushed towards Goku, and both of them were attacking one another. Their battle was very intense. Jiren did everything he can to hit Goku, but Goku instantly dodged each and every one of his attacks, like if they were just child's play for him. Seeing that he was not able to hit Goku got Jiren very frustrated, as he was wondering just how much stronger Goku has gotten with this new form. And each time Jiren managed to go and land a decisive blow towards Goku, Goku would just go and regenerate due to the fact that he is a Majin, and it got him to be even stronger. As he continued to dodge Jiren's attack, and from there he went to the offense mode. He went and started to attack Jiren. Goku went and punched him in his face, kicked him towards the ground, and picked him up and threw him across the floor. As Jiren landed towards the rocks, and he saw that Goku went, and he powered up a Kamehameha wave and aimed it right towards Jiren. Jiren tried hard to dodge the attack, but he saw that Goku came right through the wave, as he went and uppercut Jiren, getting to be sent flying high in the air, and he came right behind him and decked him right in his back, as Jiren got sent flying out of the arena, and he has now lost the battle. Goku, who finally managed to go and master his Ultra Instinct, has finally won the battle, as he managed to show who is the real powerhouse here, and he put an end towards the Tournament of Power. But one thing everyone noticed was that each universe that had been eliminated, they have not been erased. And since Universe 7 is the last universe standing, they were supposed to receive the Super Dragon Balls. Once when Goku went right back to his base, everyone noticed something weird, as all the angels weren't there, along with Zeno has left early too. Goku and the rest were shocked to see that, as they tried to see where the Super Dragon Balls were, but they also noticed that everything was gone. It was just the destroyers in all the universe fighting and watching the battle. Just when they got very confused and they started to do some investigation, out of nowhere they saw a group of people has now arrived right in front of the tournament, as they have appeared with the Super Dragon Balls. All the destroyers and everyone else were very confused, as they had no idea who they are, until this one evil warrior came and said, "It is time we go in with the plan. What do you say?"
Yes, you're right. Let's bring him back.
Huh? Who are you guys? Let me do the honors. Broly? What the? You were just here. How'd you end up being there?
With that, everyone saw the Super Dragon Balls begun to glow, as has now gone and summoned the Super Dragon.
It is time we bring back the great Yamoshi.
Our plan is going just like what we planned. Time to get rid of all those mortals. We have already got rid of Zeno and the angels by sealing them away, and now it's time to bring back him.
Him? What plan? What are you guys trying to do?
We must stop them at any cost.
Beerus went and he tried to Hakai Hearts, but before he can, Cumber went and he one-shot Beerus towards the ground. Being all confused on what's going on, they then saw that the Super Dragon has come, as Heart went and he wished for Yamoshi, the legend of the Saiyan, to be brought back. As the Super Dragon went and he granted that wish, and now they saw Yamoshi, the very first Saiyan, has come back.
Well done, guys. I see you finally managed to bring me back. It's time for the multiverse to know the truth about who Yamoshi is. Lord Yamoshi, it'll be a pleasure having you to be my master. Can I please serve you in your crusade? If it isn't you, Cumber, and of course you can. Our project has now begun. Let's start with destroying all the destroyers, and then we'll do it with the angels. Over my dead body!
Goku has now transformed into his Master Ultra Instinct.
I see you're finally decided to show your true form, huh, Goku? I see you know who I am. Alright then, let's see if you can fight me in this state.
if you haven't already subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button now so you can join the Z fans, and anytime later on you feel like this isn't your channel, you could always unsubscribe. Yamoshi wasn't fazed by Goku's transformation as he stared at him and said, "Please, you think you can stand a chance against me using just that power? How about you stop talking and start showing me what you can do?"
I'll handle this clown myself, my lord!
As Cumber has now went and he has transformed into his Super Saiyan Blue. Since the very beginning, they have been planning this, trying to get everyone to be on their side so that they can revive Yamoshi, and once when he was revived, he was able to get into his full power, which was also his divine power key. They managed to use the Super Dragon Balls in more than one occasion, and one of the wish was trying to get all the angels along with Zeno to be sealed away, thus resulting in not having any Zeno around here along with the angels. Cumber at full power went and he rushed towards Goku as he's about to hit him, but he got decked in the face by no one other than Jiren.
I have heard enough. You guys don't belong here. I'll make sure I put an end towards you guys once and for all. Not if I end up doing it first.
As Super Buu went and he struck hard right in his face, while Vegeta went and he started to attack Broly, since Broly was on Yamoshi's side since the start. Goku, however, at Master Ultra Instinct, went and he struck Yamoshi in the face but saw that it didn't even faze him, as he smiled and said, "Is this all you got? I have absorbed the power of all the angels, you can say. I managed to seal them away, and on top of that, I have the power to do this," as he went and struck Goku right in the guts, getting him to gap for air. With that, he went and kicked him right towards the bleachers. All the destroyers went and they charged towards Yamoshi as they started to attack him all at once, but he was dodging all of their attacks like if they were nothing. Buu and Heart were going at it as Heart went and used its full power. "It's time we put an end towards this, what do you say?"
It is time I use that line towards you. Let me show you why Super Buu is feared around this multiverse. Time to make your power my own.
With that, Buu went and he used his full power as he started to attack Heart, but he saw that Heart was holding his own and he began to attack him back. Heart then went and threw a blast towards Super Buu as he allowed the blast to hit him, and once when it did, his entire body exploded, but he managed to go and regenerate himself, showing Heart the difference between his power and his own. With that, he looked towards Heart and said,
"You cannot defeat me. I have the upper hand. It's time I show you my true power."
"What the hell are you talking about, true power? Don't you see? I don't have one arm." Without knowing, Super Buu's arm was right behind Heart as it turned to a goo, and he managed to go and cover him up, and now he has absorbed Heart, giving him the abilities and power that Heart had, giving Super Buu an enormous power boost. Vegeta with his Ultra Ego went and started to attack Broly non-stop as he powered up a final flash and aimed it towards him. Broly tried to dodge it, but Vegeta came right next to him and kicked him in his face, getting to be sent towards Vegeta's blast, and he died right there. While Goku was going all out attacking Yamoshi, Cumber and Jiren battle was coming close to an end, as Cumber was trying to do everything he can to go for the kill, but Jiren was far stronger than him, as he went and decked him right towards his stomach, and from there he went and powered up a blast and aimed it right at Cumber, as he managed to kill Cumber with that blast, leaving Yamoshi to be the last one standing. Yamoshi saw that everyone died and said, "Not bad, you weakling managed to go and kill most of my people. Oh well, their death was part of this plan. Let's put an end towards this." Goku saw that Yamoshi went and he began to absorb all the power that were there, becoming to his full potential power. Vegeta on the other hand didn't care about it, as he wanted to go for the blow, but before he can, he got one-shot by Yamoshi without even trying. Oh wow, he managed to one-shot Vegeta with just one blow.
I don't like the feel of this, Goku. There's nothing we can do now to stop him. just to have all of us work together, but put an end towards this monster once and for all.
As all of them went and they powered up to full along with Universe 6 and Universe 7 and everyone else, and they rushed towards Yamashi and they started to attack him, try to hit him with every angle, but they saw that their hit didn't even phase him, as he let them hit him just to show the difference between his power and theirs. Yamashi then went and one-shot Jiren, getting him out of the battle as he tried to go and hit Buu, but Buu's body exploded, but he managed to regenerate himself. Goku went and powered up a blast and aimed it towards Yamashi as he put a lot of energy towards that blast, but it was useless since his power was now close to, you could say, like the angel's power. Seeing that they had no choice made Yamashi start to laugh as he began to go and power up a blast to destroy most of the fighters that were there, while Super Buu looked towards Goku and said,
Goku, this is futile. There's no way we can win this battle.
But there is one way.
Huh? What are you talking about, Buu? Spill it, what can we do? There's only one way to end this monster. We are both Majin Goku. It is time we have become one.
Become one? Are you suggesting?
Yes, Goku. We have been destined for this moment to happen. That's one reason why I guess my heart was able to become pure, because you're a Majin. But at the end of the day, we need to merge to become one, and once when we do, there's no going back. Not even the Dragon Balls can separate us. Maybe the Super Dragon Ball.
So you're saying if we fuse, we have enough power to end this monster?
Let's give it a try.
Upon hearing that, all the destroyers very confident, as they told Goku and Buu to go and try to fuse as one, while they all go and distract Yamashi so that he doesn't go and ruin Goku's and Majin Buu's plan. The destroyers went and they started to power up Hakai Wave and aim it towards Yamashi, but Yamashi was holding his own against the destroyer, while Majin Buu and Goku went and they have now finally merged to become one.
Oh wow, this power in this body. You can say I'm not Goku nor Majin Buu. I'm the Saiyan that's born as a Majin. What? What the heck are you?
You thought your stolen power can beat us? You're wrong, Yamashi. I will show you the true meaning of a power, as we have a fusion of our own. Yamashi didn't care, as he rushed right towards him and said, I'm the true Saiyan warrior. I'm going to do everything I can to put an end to this once and for all. Before he can speak, Goku uses super speed, as Yamashi couldn't see Goku coming, and from there he went and struck him right in his neck, getting him to choke, and from there he went and kicked Yamashi across his face as he got sent flying across the universe, but Goku followed and hit him right back to where they all started, as they both fell towards the ground. Yamashi then got up as he couldn't believe the difference between Goku's speed and power compared to his, and that his power was off the chart, as he looked towards him and said,
No one was able to hit me once I was at this level.
Your problem is, Yamashi, you have heavily underestimated us, and because of that, I'm going to make sure I put an end towards this once and for all. Goku then went as he powered up his ki to full, and rushed right towards Yamashi and begun to beat the shit out of him. All the destroyers in the Z fighters were watching and embracing Goku and Majin Buu merge as a one fighter, taking down Yamashi, as Yamashi tried to do everything he can, but he saw that he wasn't able to hit Goku, and that each time he did, Goku would instantly regenerate and give him a huge Zenkai boost, allowing him to get even stronger, as Goku went and uppercut him. From there he went and powered up a massive Majin blast and aimed it towards Yamashi. This blast was strong enough to annihilate him and turn him into dust, as he has now died right there. With that, Goku then noticed that the sky cracked, and he saw all the angels had emerged from the sky along with Zeno, since they have all been free from what happened. With that, Daishikin came towards Goku, as he shook his hand and thanked him for saving the multiverse along with all the angels, and that if it wasn't for him, everyone would have died. Goku was very happy that everyone was saved, and that he was able to achieve a new form, a new body, and new power, since he did become one with Majin Buu. With that, Daishikin did offer him to stay a place at Zeno's palace and be one of his guard, but Goku declined, since his mission was to live on planet Earth. With that, everyone came right back to Universe 7, as Goku continued to live his life, until one day he realized that he has the ability to go and absorb anyone's power, and from there Supreme Kai has arrived and told them about the danger that's happening on planet Namek. This danger was known as Moro. Hearing that made Goku go in instant transmission there without anyone noticing, as he saw Moro, and when Moro saw Goku, he was very confused on who he is and said, What the? What are you supposed to be? I don't got time to waste on you, Moro. I know everything about you and now it's over. Goku went and shined a mini blast towards Moro, and before he knows it, he has now turned into chocolate. As Goku went and ate him, and he was able to absorb Moro's power, giving him huge boost towards his power level. Goku's power continued to grow as he kept getting stronger and stronger. And his purpose to fight is to always protect Universe 7. This is what I believe what would have happened if Goku has ever been born as a Majin Saiyan. The power of a Majin has a lot of potential and a lot of abilities to give you higher strength and higher level. And I believe this is exactly what would have happened if Goku was born with this power. Thank you very much for liking and supporting this video. I greatly appreciate you all, my Z fans. And if you haven't joined my Discord server yet, what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below and join it so you can become RPing inside that server and get to know new trailers and new spoilers when it comes to my channel. And stay tuned for the next What If. As always, my Z fans, have an insane day.